Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Just Kidding, Minecraft Review. We don't have an intro for it. Yeah, we remember why we're here. And it's certainly the source of anticipation for some. As it seems, yeah, my connection seems to be much worse now. I think it's not just computers, I think it's like the internet connection itself, because I had a few issues checking to see if a certain upload was available, which it turns out it wasn't. So I'm going to be glitching today, it seems, because the internet down here where it is... Oh, no, it's actually further away. Is not doing so well. So yeah, but hey, at least that means that my computer's not having any issues, because I might have to... might stick with this one until potentially after August 7th, because I have another trip that I'm going to do. There's not a holiday trip this time. It's just, you know, it's a... What would you even call it? Technically business trip, I guess. That's as vague as I can be. Coming up. But yeah, maybe I'm not gonna specify which exact date I'm off because I'm not crazy. But regardless, one other thing I noticed as well about the connection thing is that for some reason, whenever I switch from like one video file to the other, when I'm like setting this up like the overlays, it does as like a frame of me for a second. So it's like a frame in this video going, or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna take my face off of the camera for right now and add someone else's face as well. But at Aiden's, well, not Aiden's face.
Hello.
It's
yes,
profile.
my face. Although, if you guys do want to see my face, go check out my YouTube channel. I did an AFMAO my street figure unboxing on my channel that was posted today.
I did get notified of that. It got tabbed.
Yeah.
I thought you were also going to mention that your face has actually been in your two most recent videos. Because
oh yeah, it was in the finale. Ignore that face appearance.
I do love the fact that like both of us are honor bound by tradition to do things that we have long since tried to distance ourselves from.
Yeah. Anyways, though, but that's on the channel. Oh, speaking of AFMAO, I have also gotten more AFMAO pillows. I got in the Zane, Kawaii-chan, and Caitlyn one.
Oh, fair enough then.
Yeah, maybe I'll show it on one video, but they're currently in my bedroom, much like the AFMAO statue, so yeah, that's for future. I'll deal with that later. It's in my bedroom.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, honestly, I recommend not showing off the AFMAO statue on this video so people can go and check out the other video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's great, I think. I'm not good at unboxings, but I tried my best. That's all that matters.
See. I am now more curious than I was before to see this video. Good thing I have it tapped.
I used my webcam, and you saw my webcam quality.
It's not the camera quality that I'm...
No, yes, the angle.
No, it's the fact that you say you're not good at unboxing videos. I want to see the scuff and the improv there.
Oh, no, it's great. Yeah, no, it's actually
There's a reason funny. You're my favorite DM, remember?
Oh, yeah, you should. It's actually funny. I use my divine relic. Don't worry about it.
See, already, I'm confused. Perfect. Anyway, but before you go check out that video, everyone, be sure to
watch the stream. Watch the stream, please. Don't leave the stream.
Be sure to stick around for this video, unless you're a VOD watcher, in which case the order doesn't really particularly matter because we both get views. But if you're here watching it live, please stay around. Stream says they just chopped 2 viewers, so that might have been too late.
Oh god, they left. They left to go see my unboxing.
Oh well, they'll be back soon if that is the case. I guess we should probably crack on and see how Rev gets on in detention, which he has been to before, but maybe because of the whole remodeling of the school, it's going to be a little bit different now. So that's all I can really say.
Or the creator ran out of ideas. I'm kidding. I don't think that's the case. That's a joke, though.
Given how like well structured and like planned out the series seems to be now, especially as of the 2nd season, I highly doubt that's going to be the case. But if we're revisiting detention, it's going to be for a reason or another. So I guess let's go ahead and see it. So without further ado, on with the review.
No, it's Revelare. You're not holding the vowel.
What does that?
It's Revelare, not Revelare.
I knew you were going there. Oh my god.
Honor bound by tradition, as I said.
It means if you pronounce it wrong, the spell won't reveal anything except how badly you paid attention in Latin class.
Rev.
The fact that it is specifically Latin class makes the reference even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun fact actually, I thought of a book idea. Might be the next one I write. Depends on if I start another one soon or not. I thought of the I don't know about the premise of it. I have like the magic system in mind. And the magic system being like based on music. Whereas, like, different instruments supposedly like help exactly the different types of spells. You can do them vocally as well, but that
It sounds like bard magic from that kind of description.
I mean, essentially bard magic, but I guess getting before into like the fine details of it, and also including actual singing, which bard magic surprisingly did not cover in the Owl House.
Yeah. Well, to be
They
fair,
got whistling.
I would say the magic system in the Owl House could have been better explored.
There were a few aspects that obviously were only just like delved into and not really touched
Like
properly,
the amount of covens in the Owl House always annoyed me. Like they had so many amount of covens and coven heads, but we like explored like what 4 or 5 of them total. We didn't explore them at all. And even some of the ones we quote unquote explored weren't like the beast one and Darian, or is Darius? Darius and the Beast Coven Head, despite having a bit more focus, didn't have much.
Oh yeah,
focus
Darius
at
and
all.
Everwolf. That were their names.
Yeah, they didn't even have much focus, which is kind of my gripes with how at least season 2 was written. Season 2 could have explored the rest of the Coven Heads a bit better, personally.
I don't know. I think Darius particularly, out of all of the Coven Heads, except Rain, really.
Yeah, Rain was the most explored.
Had some of the most focus. Like Darius had like quite a lot going for him, even without an episode like centered around him specifically. Everwolf, not so much.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed what's her name, Tree Lady, but
Terra.
We barely got to explore Terra outside like 2 episodes. She got more than like Destruction had one, but I would have liked to see more of Terra.
I don't think we needed more of Terra.
Terra was fun. I would have liked to see like an actual episode where she's like the full on, or more episodes where she's the main antagonist besides 2.
Okay,
like,
sure.
Give me more episodes for the main antagonist.
I think this goes into the idea of like giving a character more appearances versus more development, because there are certain characters, especially in supportive roles, that you don't want to be focusing on too much or trying to do too much with, because what you have there is all that you effectively need.
Yeah, but I think stuff like the Construction Coven really got messed up with the way they told the story. We didn't know much, and honestly, the construction magic seems kind of lame, to be honest. I really wish we just got more focus on them, so I could be like, "Oh, they're kind of cool." We don't know.
I guess another like great example of a character that it's great to see more of, but I don't want to know anything about is Tenella Nosa.
Who's that? Wait, which one's that? Oh God,
small,
no wait.
Small with long nose, yeah.
Oh, that girl. I forgot about her.
Yeah, but now a bunch of members are flooding over. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the type of
the quote unquote artist of the
not learn more
of
necessarily.
Anyways, I gotta be right back.
Okay, I was literally about to. Okay, we just. Oh, I guess I've already started it. So, all right.
Reveler.
Scrying is not your forte, huh?
Story.
I guess the Revelare from Reveal, scrying that's fair. But also, I guess this is Bella's method of using it as like a training moment, basically. Although, considering what you believe to be at stake right now, because I assume that they're using this because they want that last episode, they all wanted to see like what was going on and like try to figure out what's going on with Rev, because he seems to be in some like dire circumstance. I don't know if this is the ideal moment to start training somebody in an area of expertise that they lack and you presumably possess.
Of my life.
It's fine. Practice makes perfect, right? I'll just give you more stuff to read tonight.
Or I guess she's gonna double down on that. All right. Also, the fact that Rev's name is there. It's like, yes, we know who you're researching.
You're, still on this.
I don't like it when people lie to me, Mark.
Fair. That's
Then you scry on them.
fair.
Nothing adds up.
Also, is it me or are her eyes different? I'm not sure if that is the case or not, but they seem much like pinker than normal, and also the blue people's eyes. I've maybe just never focused on Bella's eyes, and nor if we've got like actually we've got like several close angles of Bella, but this seems new personally. I don't know if it is.
Rev spent all last semester trying to escape or destroy our principal.
Well, I guess speaking of eyes, I love the fact that the eyes actually are able to like physically like move around as well. That I have no idea how they did, and that's that's movie magic right there.
And we know he didn't change his mind because of that little trick he pulled on our first day back.
Man, why did he have to make us part of it?
Exactly.
What?
He could have blown up the school anytime he wanted. But he specifically waited until we were there. He wanted us involved for some reason. But no.
I personally always thought that it was because he wanted the highest amount of people to see what had actually happened to cause the most damage to Principal Kincaid by having them all be back. But hey.
Oh, he doesn't. I don't believe he just...
Yeah, because hold on a second. That's a fair point, because Rev almost never involves anyone if he can avoid it. So that's very true. Like if Bella's like that suspicion, that is incredibly out of character for him. The BBS model face rig has an HD texture applied to it to have the eyes look and move in the way they do. Ah, well, there you go. Reviewing this series of him, Michael said in a long time. So yes, yeah, absolutely. Definitely same here now. I mean, I was always, like morbidly curious about it from the beginning, but like the more that we've like looked into this, with a couple of exceptions, all we've always ended up with a satisfying experience, more than satisfying. I always love seeing like people actually, still forwarding this medium beyond beyond its heyday, to see that the technology and the actual storytelling is still getting better and better.
just turned over a new leaf either.
Also, I've been trying to catch up with this series for ages, and I've because I have songs planned for it, and I have not been able to do any of those as of yet. So, I think this month might actually be the Rev Venet parody. That's my plan, at least. I think, if not this month, then next, because October's definitely Mark. But yeah, this one might be Rev. Okay. And William's able to join, so I'll do that.
That's not Rev.
You're really good at reading people, Bella.
I spent all of high school watching people from afar. This was the first time I got close to someone, and I still don't feel like I know anything real about him.
Hey, don't worry.
The idea of someone watching someone from afar and making a board about them to try to get to know them better and know everything about them gives me Miraculous vibes in a way that is not one that I would enjoy.
I'm here for you.
What about Miraculous Live?
Oh, well, Bella just said that she spent all of high school watching people from afar, because we know that from like her outcasting nature. And so, but she still doesn't feel like she really knows Rev at all. Given that we know about like the whole, like the mutual crush between them as of episode 8's title, the fact that somebody who spent ages watching someone from afar, trying to get to know every detail about, or like lots of details about them, and also has a board relating to that specific person, gives me Miraculous vibes in a way that is not one that I personally embrace.
Oh well, hopefully it's not as creepy.
Hello.
Hopefully it's not as creepy as, oh yes, I planned out the name of our hamsters. Because that is, she went overboard. It's like, yes, here's our exact future. Which honestly, that whole situation kind of made it worse because his dad was already controlling enough. In fact, that Marinette was planning every single detail of their future before she even dated him. I mean, obviously they backed off of that eventually writing-wise in season 5 and 6 now, but like,
actually,
that could have been a big problem writing for them as a couple.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's certainly like, you know, the biggest character flaw. Actually, now that you mention that, the connection like to her dad, obviously, you know, the protagonist and antagonist mirroring each other, like that happens in, you know, that's like a huge thing with a lot of things. But actually, yeah, that season 5 specifically was the time that she actively like convinced Adrian to face off against him. So probably by that point, she's realized that, oh yeah, this is not a good idea. As far as the naming of like the naming of the hamsters and such, you know, funny meme aside, I reminded, of course, that Candace Flynn did exactly the same thing and went through with it based on a future episode.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
part.
so yeah, like that kind of thing is like, yes, you know, I feel like lots of people, you know, with a crush will imagine a future with them together and potentially, you know, would have ideas for their future children's names in the first place. That's not the worst thing in the world for me.
But she planned out a schedule. She knew a schedule from the last 10 years or next 10 years, which was
that's
concerning.
That's
concerning that was planned out.
Might need to go to therapy on that one.
Yeah. Also, actually, fun fact you bring this up. This is actually I actually had this one on my radar for like longer than most other Minecraft series in general, because actually, one of my exes was really into this series and introduced me like to the first couple of episodes of that. I then later found out that like the haunting, which is what like led to it, was probably inspired by a Wise movie from ages ago. That was like to Herobrine, and then afterwards, I think I watched like the first episode. Never actually fully got through it because we watched something which a different one instead, and then and I've always been curious about it because like, that's one of the earliest ones that I remember like having like a really like a large fan base. So yeah, at some point I would love to get back into that one, to, you know, just to see like how it ended up. But yeah,
And Sarah is too.
Right. I just need to figure out what he's not telling. You know, what his new plan is and what he's gonna do next.
yes, that was exactly what you said last episode.
Yeah, you know,
I feel
really bad for Belladonna though. Like, this girl is going after an emotionally unavailable man while she has a lot of trauma in herself, and this man, I think he cares about her, but he has his own stuff going on and doesn't have enough time or energy to focus on her at all or give her what she would actually need in a relationship.
Or much of an inclination to do so, aside from
Yeah.
maybe the end of season 1 implying such. In fact, if anything, he's actively tried to avoid forming attachments until the end of that series. The problem is that because Rev is like the first person that, you know, fully got to know, like, you know, I guess like the real Bella and took a chance on her and actually defended her more so than she potentially deserved to be defended. Depending on your personal inclination of that, we went on to like the whole idea of like if people deserve to die or not. But either way, because he's the first one to have done that, just kind of like it, like I almost said imprinting. That word is lost.
Twilight flashback.
No.
Yeah, no, I can't think of a better word. She has imprinted like that kind of like affection onto him when it's not really warranted, and yeah, she absolutely could do better, but she
go
probably
after
thinks
a
that she does
man
not.
who would appreciate you. Like, you're standing next to the vampire guy. God, I forget his name. I think
Mark.
he would appreciate. I'm sure Mark would appreciate you in a relationship.
He
Granted,
potentially would,
He had to deal
but he
with the
doesn't
siren
seem
last
like
season,
he's
so I don't know.
interested.
Granted, also, even if Mark were in a relationship with you, I would question a human dating a vampire, because then it's like, is blood cravings a thing? Is that a concern? Is that a concern that you may eat her?
If the vampire in question is Mark, I think we're fine. Unless we're dealing with, once again, Twilight, where they have like the paper cut scene, everyone and like some of them go crazy. Aside from that scenario, I think you're mostly good. You know,
She just blushes really.
Just like a certain times of the month, take a distance for yourself and then deal and dispose of things in private, and then, you know,
He
return.
just no. Here's what he does. He does something really sweet for her. She blushes, her nose bleeds, and then she goes feral.
She has an actual anime nosebleed. Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Uh,
I saw.
Also, I don't think you need to be the person to explain the lore if I'm going to watch the series from the beginning. I assume that the lore will be understood by watching it and potentially using said playlist.
And if that's not the case,
And if it isn't, that's an issue with the
that's
series.
an issue.
It's like having the creator there for different things to explain everything that's going on. It's like, I'm glad that you have an idea for this thing. Right now, I'm confused though.
Saw him.
Whoa, seriously? Is he all good?
No, very much the opposite.
Isn't that traditional for Rev, though?
Yeah.
He's turned
Well,
himself
not so
in.
much. Not so much because remember his revenant powers are sort of diminished this season. So as far as his physical well-being, and last episode he tried to turn a new leaf and actually be good, but everyone sort of dogpiled on him at once, so he wasn't be able to do so and got in trouble anyway. So now he's sort of going through negative character arc.
He barely avoided it because of some chicanery from whatever her name was.
Wendy?
No. Wendy's gone. No.
She's not.
But what,
real.
Mary? Marionette?
What, Mary?
Well, it was that.
Oh wait, no,
squad
or like
the
the
void thing.
Oh, Kincaid, yeah.
Wow. I don't remember her name. It was the thing that was sponsoring the club that they were in.
To the sanatorium.
Oh right, yeah, no, I remember her name. That's the new like Eldritch God who's I forgot her name. Okie dokie, and scrolling ahead. There we go.
Worry not.
Oh, I think I missed a line.
Yeah, a little
The
bit.
back of it.
Hear that?
I do love that image of Kincaid at the end, though.
Worry not, Revenant.
Oh, that was it. Okay,
Is I, Niarla.
that was her name, Niala.
I like
this
her
your true
voice.
form?
She's giving Lucinda.
A little bit, yeah.
And eyeball?
This is a seer. Think of it as
A
an
camera.
extension of myself,
A security camera.
Everyone's trying to scry today.
like a finger or a toe.
God.
I'm looking at your
I don't know
toe.
the star spell. What is it like? I don't
It's
know.
Revelare. That was the thing we said before. Oh no, sorry, no, the star spell.
Yeah, I don't know how to
what
say
was it? Yeah, I
Spying
summoned the
eye.
all-seeing eye to terra fabric in the sky.
Or-
Something that is hidden. Show to me what is forbidden. I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Catch later, Kirby.
It's a metaphor, Revenant.
You know
All right, well, I'm
metaphors?
here, just like you asked. You said Roman's locked up too?
Indeed. Likely in the isolation ward. He's not exactly well-mannered, if you could...
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, what do you mean likely? If you're able to like do this, so can't you go and like look for him? I'm surprised you went to Rev first, if that's the case.
To be honest,
but actually, apparently, yeah, I was gonna say like Roman did say last time that Kincaid's not able to see inside of the poetry club specifically, which I said at this last review. Wouldn't she find that incredibly suspicious? This is also part of her school that she can't see into. But
Yeah.
B, I'm pretty sure it's by Niala's magic that he's able to keep himself concealed. So if Niala herself can't find him, how does that work?
The answer is
so
yes.
Her magic is too powerful. It conceals him from even her now.
I have brought you the power of imperceptibility. Where'd you go?
Really backfired your own plan there.
You got caught? That doesn't add up, considering your whole deal.
How smart. Nothing gets past you, Revenant.
Then what's going on?
No, but things get past
I came
you,
here
apparently.
because you said we can destroy Viviana Kincaid. You left me in the dark long enough.
Revenant,
long enough. You just met this woman.
You help us succeed today.
Also, do you want to work with like an eldritch demon or whatever to defeat another powerful demon woman thing?
This can only go well.
Yes,
Like,
that was the journey last episode. The answer is yes.
I know, but like, I don't know if either of these women should be in charge, but I don't know if you want this woman to either also be in charge. She may cause you just as many problems, if not more.
From what he's been told, she doesn't want to take over in that sense, and she does also, and she has also shown that she embraces the autonomy of each of her club members. Whether or not that's true, of course,
I don't believe that.
That's how it's been presented to him.
Listen, I know how people work. They'll use you for what they need, and then they'll do what they were intending the whole time, like a villain. Although weirdly, most of my villains, when they're not like trying to manipulate someone to get what they want, they're weirdly super upfront. Like Lilith, as soon as they were really like, yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out Praxis. So or keep
that's kind
weirdly
of
super upfront with what they want. Or Praxis, he was super upfront with what he wanted the whole time. He was upfront.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on the type of villain. I mean, a lot of the time, if it's especially there's a quote by the Nostalgia Critic that says, "Super villains by definition are the most motivated people in the world." By which I'm pretty sure that he means that that means that they're the ones that are actively chasing their goals regardless of the consequences to others or potentially themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, being upfront sort of comes with the territory in a lot of cases, unless your plan revolves around subterfuge, in which case you kind of have to conceal things. But if you've got your devoted followers and they know exactly what's going on and they know everything, there's no reason to hide. That's why Braxis works in the way that he does.
And I'll tell you everything.
Also, it's a classic thing, by the way, that the second that you find out that a villain has lied to you is when their subordinates turn on them. So I get he was covering his tracks there as well. Although then again, he did another way to have your subordinates turn on you is murdering said subordinates for no reason, which Abraxas is absolutely guilty of, but they didn't know about that, so thankfully it never came up.
Anything and everything your little undead brain could think to ask.
Okay, where do babies come from?
What's the capital of Slovenia? Ljubljana.
This place is a monument to Viviana's failures. It's a cage for the children she couldn't fix. And it's where she would leave you if she had the chance.
So this is what classifies as detention, despite the fact that Rev has been sealed inside of a detention before.
This isn't detention. This is just
a whole nother plane, basically.
Prison. This is prison. Prison at Monster High. Prison at Monster High.
See, that would have been a better title than detention.
Wound her with me.
Although that being said, when someone is arrested, they can sometimes be said to have been detained. So, yeah.
Fine. I'll go find
he's
Harry.
already on your side.
Good luck,
anyways.
Revenant.
You don't have to persuade him, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll sort of backtrack a bit here. So we had the whole club, working on trying to track down like Rev, like the occult research club, and then it turns out the scrying spell that Mark was training for was not directly related to that. It seemed, unless that was because it seemed like Bella sort of pivoted to the investigation after that instead of scrying on him herself. And now we have this situation where Rev already struck the deal also last episode, and we're having them reiterate the terms of that and reassure that yes, the plan is going forward, even though, as far as we were concerned, there was no reason the plan would not go forward after Rev literally accepted it at the end of last episode.
Maybe it's like a recap situation where it's like, in the beginning of the next episode, we have to.
I don't know about that one, especially if you're watching them, binging them all in order.
I'm always skeptical.
Still do that, even if it isn't the best way to do it. But a lot of shows.
Yeah, I'm always skeptical of that. With like shows that are specifically on the internet or on streaming services. Sometimes, depending on like the release of said streaming services. Because most of the time that makes the recap pointless if you're not like waiting a week or even a day between releases, depending on the situation, or you're not having to tune in at a specific time to see said episode. Then you can just refer back if you're confused. If anything, I'd say the confusion, I would think, incentivizes people to go back and check to see what they'd actually missed or what they don't remember.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of people aren't as motivated. Like, the moment someone gets mildly confused with a product, sometimes they just drop it. So you have to be semi-dedicated or at least hooked enough to be and understand what's going on.
I suppose that does explain why our shows have cult followings.
Yeah,
because they're the dedicated people who, yes, Season 1 of Mutant Girl was not written around the idea of someone going back for 100 episodes. It's just I noticed the pattern correlation there and then embraced it fully for the second season. But yeah, I think 400 is also like fairly similar. I'd imagine because it's so lore rich and complicated by itself that going back in the other episodes is beneficial, and being on YouTube certainly helps that process. If it been like a TV show, yeah, people would have been lost ages ago, but it's not. So
yeah, if it was like if it was like a TV show on like take cable or something, I probably would include a lot more recaps or like brief explanations in episodes in the beginning of episodes or in scenes just to come and be like, okay, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that did happen last week or something. I don't know, stuff like that.
Even Avatar does that like during commercial breaks sometimes. It was like, I don't know if you see like overanalyzing Avatar the series, but
I've seen bits.
Okay, one thing that the creator of that points out is that a lot of the time Sokka specifically repeats a bunch of lines like after commercial breaks that have just been said.
Oh yeah, it's like oh god,
you're making weapons for the Fire Nation. Do commercial break. It comes back. You're making weapons for the Fire Nation.
Yeah, we get it.
Which, yeah, I guess if people, have gone off and done other stuff, they want to, jump back in. Sure, I get it. Again, it's TV. But like I said before, when you have, access to everything, although I guess, yeah, again, explains why everyone's so dedicated after all this time. Why not?
Need it.
Oh, speaking of Avatar, when Avatar actually starts, the new Avatar show starts coming out, if you have a way to have access to it, we should do, reviews of episodes. Probably
I got Paramount Plus so I could watch the movie. So I will.
Oh yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that when that happens, because I think that'd be fun if we did the little videos talking about what we thought of the individual episodes or whatever.
You want to Siskel and Ebert it? You want to do the same form for glitch episodes that we still need to also get back to?
Yeah, we do need to get back to those. Hopefully in the next few weeks my work schedule is less crazy, and then we can circle back to that.
Fair enough. I might actually watch Digital Circus finally after all these years.
Oh yeah, it ended too. It ended and everything. Oh god.
Maybe we're not the ones to talk about marketing, to be honest. Anyway.
Hey, I've been trying to market Fallen Angels, the finale and the penultimate episode. I've tried to market
refer to what we just said about recapping and such. It's maybe we're not in this position if we're we sat on the most popular glitch series ever made. Anyway, we had a format that already existed for it.
Okay. Now, this isn't a very good detention.
Can't believe she crammed this entire wing of the school in the void.
Isn't the whole school in the void technically?
I don't know about that one.
It seems like another realm or whatever.
I think it comes from the void. Kincaid herself apparently is the void, but but aside from that, I think it's sprouts from there, but it's not physically there most of the time.
Poor child, are you lost? You do not intend to leave, do you?
Don't see how that's possible.
Okay, we got to figure out what this character's pun name is going to be. I'm going to go with Paula Tergeist.
With the massive gate over there.
You cannot leave, my child. I cannot lose you.
Relax, Banshee. I'm not leaving.
Wait, she's a Banshee? I mean...
I think that's just the nickname that Rev
No, banshees are like a thing.
Yeah, no. In this series, referred to someone by species is very much a literal thing.
Honestly, by the way she's talking about like calling him a child and like my child, I thought they're going for something like La Llorona or something like that. You know, like the woman who
yes.
Yeah, that you know the story of her. I thought they were going for something along those lines, like a woman who like killed her children or whatever, and then died herself, and then is really obsessed with quote unquote keeping the children safe or whatever, obsessed with like the children around her because they're her babies, quote unquote.
Potentially, although from what I know, La Llorona is one figure. Although if there is a series that's going to introduce that, this one would absolutely be the one where that happens.
Wait.
Llorona.
No, it is La Llorona. No, it is. We're talking about it is her. I knew it. There's a ghost talking about children and how much she cares about them. It's clearly her.
Yeah. Scream.
Be respectful, child, or I will have to quiet you.
By drowning
Can
me.
you just tell me where Mary is?
Who?
Who? The damn doll!
There are many broken little things here. Names blurred without the ledger.
No one said she was broken. She probably is, but that's not. They didn't specify that.
One moment.
I think maybe mentally broken? Question mark.
Rev Venet.
That's just all of Kincaid.
Offense. Destruction of school property.
Yup, that's me. I'm looking for Mary. Marionette.
These names are so stupid.
I like how the book is still flicking, by the way. It didn't stop.
Offense.
Rev! I found you! Are you okay?
Oh, look at that. This is the broken thing that I did not realize. She's not broken. That's why I did not find her. I'm kind of an idiot.
How dare that creepy ghost lady split us up!
Don't call her creepy. She's sensitive.
Respectful.
Oh, she's right there.
Yeah, no, you
Did not see her. You ran past her.
Are you blind?
In all fairness, I thought that we're going to go with the idea that only Rev could see her because she only chose to make herself visible to Rev.
No.
Nope.
Which, incidentally, would be a very creepy the concept, especially for episodes surrounding like scrying specifically. If there was like an entity that could only make itself visible when it chooses to certain people, and you never know like what kind of information is being passed around or anything. It's like the first, actually, now I think about it.
Totally respectful!
Return to your rooms.
Guess we'd better get out of here, unless we want Granny on our case.
She can still hear you!
Yeah. You girl, you're gonna get
Wing
killed.
nuts.
That being said, I'm shocked that Rev is this scared, or maybe like his lack of powers is sort of like sinking into him right now.
Hell is
No,
wrong
I think
with
he's
this
just like
place?
trying to make sure they don't get on anyone's bad side.
Well, I mean,
That's
that's
if
what he
was
does.
still-
That's
if this were
what he
last
does.
episode, I would absolutely agree with you. But considering that he saw the futility of his actions right after that, and that's why he embraced the dark deal in the first place, that doesn't seem to be I wouldn't have thought that'd be a thing on like on his mind anymore.
Aw, Rev! Why the long face? You don't look like you're having as much fun as I am.
You're having fun?
Yeah, what?
Of course I am! I'm with you after all.
Psychopath.
Maybe.
How do you blush?
What the hell is your
You're
deal?
a doll. How do you blush? Do you have blood? Aren't you made of like porcelain or something?
We'll have to ask Mark. Yeah, that's a very good question. You know?
Hey, at least Mark has an excuse. He drinks blood, so maybe the blood he drinks is like going to his face or it's acid.
No, I mean like what you said before in terms of like human dating a vampire if they blush or
Yeah.
something. Would that be an issue? It's like no. Apparently we have to ask like Mark with the expert on that. That's what I meant. Or Roman actually. She's best friends with Roman.
Yeah.
But also, this reminds me a lot of when in the song compilation video from last year that we did, where like you pointed out that the plush sweating was just an expression of itself to convey the emotion here. Well, same thing with the doll blushing.
Okay, well, technically, yes, and I do stand by that. I'm just pointing it out because it's a funny thing to point out.
Oh yeah,
just
well,
funny.
I mean,
It's still funny to acknowledge. I mean, it's fine. It kind of, it's just a technically expression, but it's still fun to point out.
I guess same thing for me. It was I think it was one of my favorite lyrics I've ever done. Actually, the one was like, as to why I'm sentient and have the glands required for perspiration. I love that.
What do you mean?
This! You haven't left me alone since the day we met in the nurse's office. Do you
Well,
think
she's in
we're
love
friends or
with you.
something?
Oh, no! Monsters don't have friends.
Then what the hell is this?
She likes you.
Don't have Who told you that, Roman? Actually, maybe,
Also,
yeah, people we
also, you do have friends. You literally have 3 friends. But okay, sure.
yeah, unless one of those friends is the one who said monster of friends. I'm guessing that Roman might have instilled that in her.
I just really like being around you, Rev.
Why?
That's why I'm
implies
asking.
friendship.
That's why I'm asking. It's kind of weird, man.
Well, because
Worm! Thou art the reason I'm trapped in this hellhole! Thou
yeah.
shalt pay!
Bring it
No,
on, you
that-
oversized tin can!
You're
Down,
not.
boy.
You're not a Bauer.
This-
You don't.
This is the Rev that I'm used to. Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, the one who's angry at everyone and everything.
Hmm. You two are new.
Who the hell are...
Silence, Kerr. I am speaking.
Hold
All right, Cleo.
your tongue, foul beast! You are in the presence of Cleopatra!
Obviously.
Nobody
Oh
asked.
my god.
Also, Katra. Okay. Hey, Adora.
Ruler of the sanatorium!
I didn't ask for your assistance, peasant. I am capable of speaking for myself. Now, what are you doing roaming my halls?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
That's
Do
why I
not
asked.
toy with me, you impudent little corpse. I am not so easily disregarded.
You think you're the boss of me just because you say so?
Yes, in fact, I do.
Oh, that one she responds to.
You think survival in this place comes easy? You are sorely mistaken. These halls
It is only under my leadership that you will prosper, because I also say so.
house the worst to ever disgrace this school. Savage creatures that devour anything weaker than them. And you,
And also, the armor guy.
doll and revenant. You look like prey.
So, this place that houses the worst of the worst has just received new people into said place that houses the worst of the worst, but they look like prey, despite the clear implication that they just might belong among the worst of the worst. Are we
Yes.
seeing the issue
I-
here?
Yes.
So, bend the knee, and I'll see to it that you survive.
Yeah, no. I don't serve anyone.
Technically,
Ignore-
you kind of are. But
Oh, he's
right.
probably just saying
It's
that
a-
to save face.
it's-
I don't know.
Well, from in his mind is a draw. Well, it's presented again as a deal rather than like a servitude situation.
So be it. I'll let the ward decide your fate.
I kind of view it similarly to like a warlock patron almost, but yeah.
Armor, you may kill them.
Yes, my lady!
See? I told you it would be fun.
Oh,
Getting
okay, well, I
stabbed?
guess-
You just got stabbed. Okay.
Well, again,
Then
as far
again-
as like broken individuals, again, the one thing that Miss Yolanda said that she potentially would be, and she's remained intact from a sword slash to the shoulder, I think it was.
Damn it, run, doll! I really wish I'd...
Okay, so hold on a second. A second ago, you challenged him, saying "Bring it on," but now you're saying "Run, doll" because he's attacking you.
Well,
which he
they're
was going
probably
to
overpowering
anyway,
like
I
15
got-
under the
people
order
there.
of someone else.
I guess there are more people there, but still,
Yeah.
like,
Only
we're-
one was moving, but okay.
the
A
coffin-
grimoire
Probably
right
didn't have
now.
enough body
I would
actors that day.
love it. I would love it if it just turns out that Cleo was just fully delusional and she thought the arm was gonna obey her. Like, and she's like such these like grandiose things, like, oh yes, it's got all this power, and then only one person was dumb enough to actually fall for it. So now she's getting a taste for the first time.
In here, Rev.
Oh yes,
That's
quick,
a bad
to the
idea.
beds. We'll sleep off the night, and then the monsters will burn in the sunlight. That's gonna work.
You're in the void. Where's the sunlight coming from?
Exactly.
Okay. I think we're alone again.
Oh.
They are probably still right there. Oh, never mind. You're not alone.
New test subjects! Good! I was running out of
Hello, it's me, Vicky Frankenstein.
thoughts in here. I'm glad they're still sending
Well,
me
that
new
sounds
material.
more. That sounds like more of a gender bent. It would be something like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be something with like a bride thing, like bride, Frankie Bride or something.
Brian Frankenstein. Bryony Frankenstein.
Bryony Frankenstein or something like that.
What?
Okay, but also like the bride of Frankenstein was supposed to be like a bride for the monster, meaning that she was also a construction from what I can tell, rather than like the scientist. But hey, maybe she usurped, Victor's position.
Because Vicky Stein sounds less of a monster and sounds more like Victor Frankenstein gender bent.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah. Honestly, that character makes me very uncomfortable in the show because it's one thing to reference Lovecraftian themes and stuff. It's another thing to name like one of your like I guess mentor characters after H.P. Lovecraft, who
That's a
is
very
an
saint.
awful person.
Is a monster in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like one of those things that makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, oh god, did you not know the history there? Like, come on, there's a bit of a history.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and trust me, I learned the hard way. I had this idea for a magic school series, like when I was like 13, 14 or something. 14 it was. And I started actually writing that down. It's like I don't want to get sued. I want to be this could be compared to Harry Potter immediately. I'll make that like a plot point of the series and include references to that and also the author. There's a reason that series has not seen the light of day.
You're a revenant! I've never dissected one of you before.
You're alive! You're alive!
Oh god.
Come here. Come here.
How about no?
Sure, nuts, get the hell away from me.
I do love the fact that like there's like a thing where like, yes, I'm gonna sneak over and just slowly loom towards you and say, "Come here," even though you're very easily taking steps back now.
You don't want to run, especially because.
There's basically because there's no point. You can walk and get away easily. What was that? It went past right in front of him. I think I paused the wrong frame.
What the hell? No, I think there was just a second one that showed up. I don't know. Okay, that was on the peak.
What with this? Rev, are you okay?
Okay, but also, if she comes forward, isn't she also gonna get hit by the axes?
Fine, I think it was only a
Generators,
one-time use.
Eventually.
Oh, if it's a one-time use, you can keep going now.
Psycho, give that back!
Also, what sucks about this being first person is if his arm's meant to be ripped or like slashed off by the axes, if we can't really see that his arm is off. We don't.
Well, we saw his arm earlier in first person, so now it is gone.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't convey it as well as like a cinematic shot would be.
I would love it if the arm just started like lifted up from her. It's like, let me go.
Oh wait, does he have control over his body parts if they get torn off?
I don't think he does, but it'd be funny.
No.
No! This is valuable material! He said give it!
Mary!
What the? To be fair, Mary actually. Okay, because I guess Rev is being like sucked by a vacuum cleaner or something. But like either way, yeah, it seems like Mary actually attacking her makes perfect sense because like she doesn't have any materials that are of interest to a mad scientist unless she wants to start like the animation of material and the resistance to swords. Which actually, now I say that out loud, she probably is in more danger actually.
Oh, okay, damn it. This is really bad.
No way. No way! A revenant!
Would you stop that?
A revenant body! No rotting, no annoying heartbeat?
little bit of bleeding to the side there. I guess you probably encountered.
Yeah,
Vicky
lack of
over
an
there,
arm.
But, you know, aside from that, I'm guessing this is meant to be like a a montage situation where Rev is gonna realize that that he truly is outmatched in this case, and actually potentially Cleo's
He's more
protection
normal than
might
he gives
be-
himself credit for, probably.
Yeah, it might be more warranted. That is also that's a good point. Like, yeah, like it makes more sense for him to be, especially because he wasn't brought here at all until this point. It makes sense that what he's up against is so much worse than anything that he has caused, which gives him better how much he's actually really truly affected Kincaid. However, I still stand by what I said before about Cleo assuming too quickly that Rev was not on the same level because she didn't know about like the disparity between them.
Yeah. I could have fun with you.
And we also technically don't know if Cleo's actually any good or not. Maybe she just wants it. Maybe her abilities like draw for like how much influence she has, and she needs followers in order to actually enact things. Considering the Egyptian theme there, I suppose that would kind of track out. Yeah.
Come on,
I don't know.
Give me your body, Revenant. You've had it long enough.
I mean, if you wanted his body, don't throw him across the room, ragdoll style.
Unless you want to knock him out.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where's your arm?
Is everyone blind?
Did you? I guess they are.
Where is your arm?
Oh yeah, there's a scientist up there. You want to go get it for me? Yes. Yeah.
It would be great. I'd want it back at the very least. If you're going to possess me, at least give me back my arm.
That's when the floating arm comes in. Another Star episode is the one where like Marco's arm becomes a monster.
No fair, no fair! Who damaged my goods? I call dibs!
Technically, the scientist called dibs first.
Rev, I got it back. Give that back. It's mine.
She did it. There you go. Easy.
Patchy, kill her.
What?
Oh, hey, look, it's Abomination from the Owl House.
Joyride! You're gonna die, Hyde!
I guess we know what track she's in now.
No, wait, she's Hyde. She's not a Stein, she's a Hyde.
Okay. All right. I'm guessing that I'm guessing that her other name is Jekyll. Then in that case, sure.
I got it.
Come on!
What is it like?
Jenny Jekyll.
Yeah, Jenny Jekyll. I'm like.
Well, okay, but the doctor's name was like Henry Jekyll, I think. So yeah, it might be
Henrietta Jekyll.
Yeah, Hetty is the shortened version of that. Hetty Jekyll.
Oh, Rev, good job. The isolation wing is right over there.
How do you? Okay.
Who the hell are these people?
The people that got locked up here.
Yeah, the ones that you were told about.
These monsters. They're psychotic. How bad do you have to be to end up here?
Really bad.
Bad enough that you blow up the school and have to reforge it. Oh wait.
Somehow Rev has not been put in here, and I don't fully understand that still, but okay.
Yeah, I feel like if from Rev's perspective, he should at least have expected some people who are on his level if there's a dedicated place for them.
She lets them rot in a graveyard, blocks them.
Maybe not so much like, far beyond his level, but at least to the same caliber.
In cages, or expels them.
Murder.
Which might I remind people that Rev nearly got himself expelled last season.
Yeah.
So again, as far as infractions go.
Anyway, here's your arm back.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you need a minute?
Yes, it doesn't feel like it's properly attached yet. That's not how Minecraft arms normally look in this mode.
You just shove the arm where it's supposed to be and be like, okay, body.
I think it's like
regenerating.
Wait, no, you can see it down there. It's in his inventory slots.
Yeah, it's just a model block in BBS.
Okay. Like this is clearly like using like the modern updates of Minecraft, right? So just use just like have the other arm like visible.
No, I think from what I've been told, I think the first person stuff is probably 1.12.2. with the blockbuster mod. However, I think the cinematic scenes are actually 1.21.4 or something. 1.20.4.
Okay, but you've been able to see like you've been able to use and see your other arm since 1.9, so that shouldn't be an issue here.
You're like me. Just pop it back on.
Yeah,
Wait, so if like it's not attached yet, and it's not popped back on, which fine, what was the point that puff of smoke there just to give him back the arm? Why do we need that? I thought the smoke was meant to be like, you know, the magic or something working on it.
I think it was supposed to like cover up.
I think it was a cover up of them switching the items. The
Maybe.
Effect.
I suppose, but we've already seen them like collect items and use them and pass them to each other in actual Minecraft before.
Yeah,
there's no need to cover it up like that.
It's not that easy.
Why not?
Imagine that just sitting at a table. Hey, Mark, can you pass the salt? Sure. Thanks.
Thanks for getting smoke in my eyes.
Hey, Bella, have you got the notes from alchemy class? Yeah. Okay, here they are. I think I made a mistake here. Will you let me see?
Well...
Oh, speak of Bella.
How did you get here?
Speak of Bella, where have you been, Loka?
Suck it up, Mark! You can't leave without Rev!
Let everyone in here!
We need to find him. I will search and scour this whole area until I have actually found him. I will.
You know, I'm in the same room as you guys. You guys are blind.
Like I should have done the first place, and all just to make sure I scout this place inch by inch until we find. Oh, hey, he's right there.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Here is really scary, Bella.
There he is.
Thank you,
What
Sarah.
are they doing here?
Yeah, good question. Are you three insane?
Are you? You submitted yourself to the sanatorium?
I'm also wondering. Oh, he's with himself. That might be why. Okay, fine. I think we did say that. We said that at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, he was making himself. Okay. Even so, the fact that they accepted him is already enough in this case. And also, I'm also wondering about the aprons. I'm sure they're going to cover that in a second.
You realize this is where they suspend students, right?
Then why are you here in a maid outfit?
Don't look at the outfit.
That's a maid outfit? That's just an apron. I mean,
I
sure,
don't
maid
know,
outfits
man.
include aprons, but they're by no means the only part. The rest of it looks like a normal clothes.
Outfit. This was necessary for us to sneak in.
Was it really?
Yes, you look entirely inconspicuous that way.
Because you followed the...
Because Rev and Mary look exactly the same as they did before, so I don't see the point in those.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I guess they're already like inside here. I think that there's like, yes, we'll go inside dressed as maids because if there's one thing you expect in a sanatorium, it's maids that we have not seen anywhere else in all the corridors they've run around. In fact, any staff members here, aside from Miss Yorona, did Cleo eat them all or something, or dispose of them?
I don't
Probably.
know.
Did Vicky dissect the staff members?
Oh God.
Maybe.
Vicky
Oh no, not
would.
Vicky. Well, what did we say her name was like now? Hetty Jekyll. Yeah.
Hetty.
And I thought you only break them. Look, I don't know what you're doing, but we need to leave now.
I can't leave yet.
By the way, if he submitted himself, does that mean that he's able to check himself out, request to be checked out?
I don't think so.
I know in some places you need like approval or like some like psychological clearance in order to
Probably what it
actually
is
leave.
here.
I mean, if that's the case and they see reason to keep him here, there's probably a process and reason for that.
Why not?
I have work to do.
Rev, this place is dangerous. And I think you know that, considering your arm is severed.
I know! So, you need to get out of here.
I'm not leaving without you.
Bella!
See, he does care.
Look, I don't have time to explain right now, but I need you to trust me. I'm not getting in any more trouble.
What? That doesn't...
Why are there students near the isolation wing?
No, I hate this girl.
It is oxymoronic. It's supposed to be isolated.
Ghost lady!
You three, go before she catches you.
Oh yeah, by the way, should be worth pointing out that obviously La Llorona being being I believe a Latin American folktale, it's obviously using a Hispanic accent for that reason. So to anyone who was questioning, like my Spanish accent in Yandere High School, to that one commenter that managed to get the whole series is taken down. Yeah, I still don't like you. Clearly, there was not much of a problem anymore.
Sarah, you too.
No,
Or at all.
follow me.
Not anymore.
I know where to hide.
What? Find!
Honestly, I just like left the room and then just like, oh no, never mind. There is no one here. I leave again. Does the Consuela from Family
Oh
Guy.
god, I was getting Consuela flashbacks.
I thought I heard the sounds of children. Never mind, I go.
God, finally! That took forever!
Rev, we really need to get to that isolation wing.
I know, I get it.
By the way, fun fact, speaking of Consuela, I got a bit of like a weird story actually. Considering that I didn't watch like any Family Guy until like fairly recently, I didn't know that Caveman Films at one point made a character reference to Consuela playing a game of Teacher that I watched on Ashley Marie Gaming's channel like way back in the day. And that specific voice, I remember like thinking like, oh yeah, this is like a really fun idea, and also clearly, the character also like spoke like random bits of Spanish. So that high pitched like more emphasized version of the Consuela character that I didn't know existed until later became the inspiration for Senor Sand, which in turn was the character that I used on the AFMAO wiki when I first met BB.
But we need to get Sarah out.
And also a very like old cat from like 2015 that I had like a few videos of.
First.
No.
What?
No. I'm your guardian angel. You will allow me to help.
We don't need your help, Angel.
Yeah, huh.
Not too bad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh.
I want to help. No, I want to help.
Nuh-uh.
Oh my!
This really is just Red becoming a harem protagonist at this point.
Oh
Like,
god.
Shut up! I can't hear myself think!
What do you mean they're both pretty monotone? I mean, not that loud. Jeez.
Yeah, Mary's being more monotone than usual, but Sarah's definitely herself. I think I've said this before, but I remember we wanted to like do like a harem series at one point as part of the Butterverse. That was just like a character being so done with the whole concept in general. It's like I don't like any of these people. Please leave me alone.
I'm back.
Man, we can still do that eventually. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
How did you know about this closet, Sarah?
This is where we found the maid outfits.
God.
So you infiltrated this place in your regular clothes, donned the maid outfits when you were already within the establishment.
Yes.
And then proceed to continue for only like a couple of rooms until you found. What was the point? Clearly they're not in use. If they're in a random storage room, they're not currently in use.
Maybe there are other maids here. We just haven't seen them yet. And hey,
there probably is not. No.
And I'm all for
the maids are just like the ghost that I mentioned before. They only appear when they want to. Which also does not explain why they're supposed to be materials. That doesn't work, but whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it. I know we can get past that banshee, but this is gonna really suck. Get changed, doll.
Ooh, you're a
Maid
genius,
outfit.
Rev.
Is he really?
Three little maids from school, are we?
I think I got it.
This sucks so bad.
Go on, cinematic reveal.
Rev fan service has a maid.
Hey, it's not as bad as the time that Gareth, Dante, Lawrence, and Travis all went to a maid cafe just to see AFMAO in the outfits.
That was just weird.
Oh right.
Mm-hmm. I don't even talk about like what Zane said. That was just him. So that was his social awkwardness. That's fine.
How do
Whatever.
I
Yeah.
look?
Take off your clothes.
One of the first like extreme close-ups of the series. Anyway,
So do you.
imagine Kestin putting that as demo reel.
Kill me.
What are we doing?
That'd been a good moment for like for like just like a mid-episode, like one like 3 second maybe like animated shot. Then get back to first person.
Sneaking into the isolation ward.
Why?
I think I might have. I sense the children again. Oh wait, no, it is the maids. I continue what I am doing. The maid outfits are magically infused so that they can avoid banshee detection.
That totally makes sense. No, it.
I mean,
There's
magic
a
laws
label
could
on the
happen.
apron. There's a label on the apron that says banshee proof.
Okay, what the fuck?
Wash in warm water and keep away from banshees age 1 to infinity.
What's in there?
Oh, age 0.
Rev.
Nah, newborn banshees are immune. They haven't manifested yet.
Don't worry about it. Look, can you just help us get in there and not ask questions?
Can't you just lie and be like, oh yes, to save blank's brother? I forget his name. Oh god.
Mark.
Mark's brother, Roman?
They would be like, we need to save Roman. Mark's, you know, yeah, that's why. Because I care so much about Mark. That's why I'm doing it. No other ulterior motives there. I'm just.
Rev, you do care.
Fine.
Ooh la la.
God, Rev's gonna mess up his friendships he's established last
Close the
season.
door. Don't even.
The banshee just passed by.
Manners don't manner in the sanatorium.
Is all the maid outfits missing? Is perhaps students walking around in stolen maid outfits?
Oh, hey, look, it's the banshee.
No, it cannot be. The maids never close the door either.
Students?
Nuh-uh. We're mates. See?
Shut.
It isn't just a good thing I am face blind.
You don't seem like a maid.
Is that because I'm a man?
What?
Men can be maids too. You sexism.
Please do it. Linguistically, I'm not sure if that's the case, but yeah, sure. Also, I want to hear Rev's. I want to hear Rev's falsetto here.
Ever do you mean, ma'am?
Never mind.
I'm here to serve. Shut it all!
Yeah, come on, Miss Yoron. I know that you're like, you know, hundreds of years old or something, but get with the times. There are trans maids now.
Huh?
My apologies. Please, go clean. It is especially messy today.
Somebody tracked a bunch of blood from their arm around the entire facility.
Oh, I think. Well, Mrs. I forgot her name.
Speaking of
Nayo,
which,
I think it was. I can tell.
Miss Maid, your arm seems to be falling off there. You're not breathing on.
That has to be one of my stupidest ideas.
I can't believe it works.
Yeah,
It could be
it's
worse.
not that stupid. Your other plans fail much more quickly than this.
Smoke.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it was nothing.
Rev?
Just come on, Sarah. We're almost done.
Why are you treating God? He's gonna lose all his friends by the end of the season, or by like midpoint of the season, he's not gonna have any friends. Then it's gonna be like the finale where he has to re-earn their trust to defeat whatever eldritch demon he helps.
Potentially, although I'm not sure that's
season.
going to apply to the house. Like those friends specifically, I would have thought they would like either stick around or he'd be like more like, you know, entranced by anyway because of like the shared goals. That seems to be like the conceit from last episode was that his old friends are the ones that are being pushed away in favor of the new friends. That seems to be more the conflict rather than like him losing all of them simultaneously. Which, if they stuck with him through the first season, they're not going to abandon him now, certainly.
I would never be friends with someone like Rev.
In the first season. I'm like, no, you, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Finally done with that stupid costume.
Oh, no cinematic with him as a maid.
No, you don't get that.
I'm thinking one's like, like tearing it off like those rippable outfits, like, I'm done with this.
This is
God, I need someone in media to do that, but just end up in their underwear being like, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have clothes under this.
I think that might have happened in SpongeBob.
Rev? Are you okay?
No.
Why are you asking?
Things have been different since we came back. I miss how things were before.
Sarah.
Why can't we go on classic adventures like season 1?
Oh God, no, Jacob! Boo!
Then nothing's changed. We're gonna take down that principal, and we're gonna get out of this hellhole.
But
no buts, and no expulsion this time.
Butts are for Instagram.
We're stopping Kincaid. I swear it. You just need to.
I suppose there's going to be one day there's going to be one day if Instagram actually like lasts the test of time, there will be at some point just like just like a grandparent who says that unironically.
Trust me, okay? I have a plan.
I do. I just...
Ring ring!
What the?
Stand back, Rev.
Or walk away.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that door barely rotated. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Stand back. No, thanks, Sarah. I would rather stand next to a collapsing metal door.
Yeah, you're gonna get bonked in the head.
No way.
You.
Ah.
Oh, look, the window goes back.
Punks. You.
Moriarty.
You did this to me.
The hell are you talking about?
Don't play innocent! After everything you've done, after you destroyed everything,
aren't you evil or
get
something?
to walk free.
Yes. Yes, but as of like the end of last season, she blames Rev for that. She's not taking agency for like how much like she actually did, but they did, but like more so. You know how they say that Pop was a bad person before Morwenna was involved in her life, but ever since encountering her,
it's only Morwenna's fault. That's it. No one else to blame.
Yeah.
The blame has been shifted.
And I get locked away forever. This place is hell, Revenant, and you sent me here.
Yeah, well, next time don't summon a creature from the Necronomicon. How's that for an idea?
You summoned Sathoth! That was you, not me!
There you go.
Why weren't you here with me? Why did
I checked in, actually. You didn't hear about this? Oh, sweet, okay.
Did you get to walk free while I got tortured by these freaks? I don't
Because I didn't summon an Eldritch Demon. Simple.
belong here.
Yeah, I was about to, but I didn't.
This. They just threw me away. Did anyone even care that I was here?
No.
The fan base did, I assure you.
Did anyone even notice I was gone?
I mean, I feel like people are more happy you're gone, if anything, but
I know everyone's angry at Rev right now for blowing up the school more than you, so like, take it what you will.
Yeah. I guess the real question is like, how much of a menace was Wendy to others before Rev? Like, yeah, she obviously had like that is that either a reputation or aggressive tone or anything, but like, honestly, most monsters have that going for them. So who knows? Maybe the consistent thwartings everything is what she associated with like her being like so much worse off than anyone else who had been in the same scenario.
I've got nothing left to lose, Rev. My life's forfeit. So I'm gonna kill you. For real. I don't care how many times you resurrect. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Honestly, these two actually, you know what? You know what's the sad part? these two could have very easily worked together if it weren't for like those other events. Because yeah, they're both troublemakers. They both wanted Rev dead. So honestly, they could have been like, actually, that's like an AU that I would love to explore at some point. Is the AU where they actually teamed up with each other and they became the best friends, and most of their schemes were involving trying to murder Rev, with Rev fully being complicit. Which would have made it so much worse for Mark and Sarah, granted, but yeah. Bella probably wouldn't have been so much involved. Yeah, she'd have been doing her own thing.
Wait, Wendy!
Die! You too, Angel. I'll kill you too!
Rev, go.
Sarah, don't!
Wait, can she actually die? Can Sarah die?
That is a fair question.
She's an angel. Is she able to actually die?
I don't know.
Or is it like a respawn thing where she appears back at whatever their version of heaven is? So it's like, does she just appear there but then come back? Like, how does that work?
Mary?
Let her handle it. We've got bigger fish to fry.
But
she's fine, Rev. Come on, we have to
She
hurry.
probably
before
can't die. Probably.
Once again, another positive I have to say about this. I said this last episode when it came to the tension between Mary and Bella that was quickly resolved, or was essentially like Bella working through insecurities quickly and realizing that Mary was not the problem in that instance, or not as far as she's concerned. Again, she doesn't know about the house yet, so that aside, as far as she knows, Mary's not the problem. I'm glad they didn't go down the angle of like, oh no, new girl moving in on my man. I must be defensive or insecure and jealous. They didn't get that, and now
Rev's not
there was a
worth
moment of tension between Sarah and Mary as far as which one is more entitled to help Rev. But now they've realized how much their interests align, and this is Mary saying like, yeah, this is like what Sarah's like going to be useful for at the moment in terms of helping you. Let me do my thing. So I'm glad that we moved past both of those very obvious cliches very quickly.
Catches us. Please, Rev.
Fine.
And also Rev's hesitation to actually move away, which again shows that he's not willing to sacrifice his friends as much as they believe that he is, or much as he was before. Because the last Attention episode was featured Rev and Sarah very heavily, and him just not caring at all that she was around. Beyond what she could do in the moment as far as usefulness goes.
And Nyarla?
I don't think you should both go inside like that and then not stand by the door.
Oh my god, the door's locked!
Yeah.
Say her name a little louder, Venet. That way the whole school won't miss it.
It's Rev. He screams everything he says.
He's the loudest man on Earth. You'll be fine.
That is true, but also they don't know who Nyarla is, so it should be fun anyway.
Well, to be fair,
Be polite.
Kincaid may know, technically.
I heard the name Nyarla. She was brought up with one of the maids. I continue.
Roman, they came here to help you, remember?
Took them long enough.
You look
maybe I'll just leave you
comfortable
here.
for someone who got locked away for likely the rest of his immortal life.
And should I be sweating?
That depends. Do you have sweat glands? Legitimate question.
I think probably.
I would say so, yeah. Vampires having sweat glands does make sense, yeah.
No duh, Venet. Though I underestimated how badly I've pissed off Kincaid.
Why would you willingly get thrown in this crap hole?
Didn't you join here willingly?
Why would any allegedly sane person do that?
Because they're not allegedly sane. That's why they want to be in the sanatorium.
That part's easy. We've got a prime opportunity to royally screw over that principal of ours. I've done time in here before, Venet.
Oh.
So then you're not all locked in here forever. Someone should tell Wendy that. Someone should tell her there's probably a program of some kind. I would
The
love
redemption
to see what a
program.
group therapy session looks in this environment. Actually, I want to see Miss Yorona host like a typical like circle group therapy with Wendy, Hetty, the ghost guy from before, Poltergeist or whatever. I think I always use that. They use that character's name in another thing. Never mind.
Although I got
and then
so wait, if people get locked up here forever, why not just
Cleo.
expel them though? Why not just
Because-
expel? I mean,
Well,
if you lock someone up in here forever, you're pretty much being like, okay, we're not going to try to reform anymore. So why not just execute them at that point if you're not even going to try to reform them?
Okay, let's put that in terms of like our society. We give people life sentences all the time. Why not the death penalty in that instance? That's essentially what the argument translates to.
I mean, I guess there's a suffering component, but then that makes the principal come off needlessly cruel.
Needlessly, have you met the principal? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Have you met Viviana Kincaid? Like, I think it's pretty clear.
Listen, I still think whatever the guy Rev's working for is 10 times worse, but he doesn't realize it. It's probably like a destroy.
Again, it's entirely possible, but it's not like Kincaid is exactly. See, it's kind of like actually, it's kind of like Percy Jackson again. Which I know I know of all these years. I know you still haven't read. But
yes, you know, I know everything about Percy Jackson. Thank you.
Yes, but like the reason that there's so many people that like well, it wasn't just monsters that joined like the Titans in order to try to overthrow the gods. There were actually other demigods as well that were involved. Like some of them who either were like weren't claimed by their Olympian parents, or they didn't have Olympian parents, and they were the children of the minor gods that did not have a place in Camp Half-Blood at the time. And so they were just essentially left for the wolves, metaphorically speaking. Ironically enough, they did join forces with said wolves, which sort of seems counterintuitive from their perspective. But either way, they felt hard done by. They were manipulated because of the resentment towards the gods that are nothing for them really. And the gods, of course, have like their very obvious flaws in the first place, which is not glossed over in the series in the slightest. So there is a real incentive for some people to join the Titans in the first place. It's kind of like any revolutionary movement. It's just that this one happened to be one that was, built off of manipulation, and would potentially end up being worse than the reign that they currently had. And that's why, and that's why there's like the Great Prophecy was a choice of, whether or not, to actually save or destroy Olympus, because it would have been like a difficult choice for the hero to make.
Like, I don't know. I just don't get locking people up in here for eternity just to have them suffer, which assumably it's not like they're able to even do much harm. I guess they can murder people in there, but
there's your answer. They're not able to do much harm.
Yeah, no, but I mean much harm before they get locked up, so it's like, or as much harm as they really could.
I don't know. We learned in episode 2 of season 1 that students have died on on the grounds.
Maybe, but even then, I don't think eternity should ever be a sentence. It at best should be maybe like 100 years, at best. If you're not going to try to reform them, of course. If you give up on trying to reform them, it's like. Why leave
do it
there
based
to
on
suffer forever? It's like
you can do it based on species, honestly, because of like each species like inbuilt biological concept of time and their perception of it.
Yeah,
I know it depends. I can see them implementing that, but I can also see that being like a very like rife for discrimination system. So maybe not, but it depends. Like one way or the other, there could be something worked out. Certainly. I'm not sure if they fully explained the whole rules to Wendy, or if it's the case that it's much like the Cade Academy itself. This is essentially what Cade Academy sort of is. You graduate once you are reformed enough or rehabilitated enough to fit in and blend in with the human society.
Also, I do question how some of these monsters even exist, because Wendigos are skinwalkers, and basically the way you become a skinwalker is a human being commits a lot of cannibalism and then morphs into a skinwalker. But presumably, isn't she meant to be like the child of a Wendigo? But how does I guess a Wendigo... I don't know. I never really got these whole like monsters having children, because like a lot of these monsters have very specific origins, like hyper specific. And normally,
I guess
there's
I guess like the way that you could think about it is like if a werewolf had children, because like the original werewolf, going into I guess like Wizard Waverly Place logic here, because like like the original werewolves are like the mutt werewolves, as in like they're what they use, they're the ones that are like they're like that are bitten and therefore can transform otherwise. The purebred ones I presume are like werewolves by descendants, and therefore it seems like whatever like the original like affliction that werewolves like originated from can be passed down genetically. Also similar to a lot of diseases in the real world, actually.
possibly.
As much as people hate the metaphor of werewolves, be it werewolves and AIDS for some reason, that I don't really have much of a problem with that one. But then it is a thing that seems that yes, lycanthropy is a disease, a magical disease, and therefore can operate in a similar way to it.
Keeps in her office.
Book.
It's a ledger of every student that's ever been trapped in this place. We get our hands on it. Oh man. Kincaid will not appreciate it. Let's.
What will she do? What will be done about it? It's like, yes, guess what? We've got a ledger of all of the people that you have imprisoned in here. It's like, yeah, great, I know about that. What are you gonna
Yeah.
what is
It's
this
like,
supposed
oh
to
my
do?
god, I once imprisoned a witch here. Oh my god, wow.
What are they
Such
gonna
real
do? Tell
information.
the authorities? What authorities? There are no authorities aside from Kincaid. It's like there's a line in Pokemon Bridge that summarizes this pretty well. It's from Officer Jenny. Who's gonna arrest me? Me?
Oh god.
Just say that.
So that's how you plan on harming Kincaid?
Yeah, it's especially a bad line when you know the context behind it. But if you ever watch Pokemon Bridge, you'll know.
And also, even if you were able to use that thing to get information that makes her look bad, and you tell everyone in the school about it, what are they gonna do? No, they can't do an uprising against her because she'll just take you all down. What are you gonna do about that part? What do you?
Yeah, see, actually, now that you say that, if they're able to use like their concealing magic, that means they're probably able to cancel out Kincaid to a certain degree. So if they all like happen to like join the house and the house gain enough members, they could actually get a decent revolution going. Actually,
But
and
could
finally,
they kill Kincaid in general? Could they actually kill her?
probably
or
not.
even
But they
wound
could.
her?
They could potentially destroy the academy beyond repair, and then there would be nowhere to keep them.
Yeah, but then Kincaid could just kill them or like throw them deep into the void, killing them.
It depends. You might. It depends. You might get one or two of them, but it's like the sheer numbers of them is you're not gonna be able to control all of them if they try to do something en masse. Another reason why Rev's methodology and alienating everyone else was flawed in the first season, because if he'd got an uprising going, he would have done far worse than before. Would not have had to have had had the Necronomicon and Shathoth be involved.
There's a bigger picture, Venet. Much bigger.
Which I guess is also what the house serves as, a joint collective that's able to plan things out and wait rather than act on impulsivity.
Trust me, Nyarla can tell you.
All right, Nyarla.
This is just one of the many things we can do now that you're with us, Revenant. Once we're done here, I'll fill you in on the rest.
Oh, so what do you mean now that you're with us? Did you need him to get the ledger? Okay.
Thanks for the help with the Banshee earlier.
Wait.
There's no need to thank me, Revenant.
She helped?
I think it's because she sent Mary over.
Oh.
I'm doing my job as your ever so helpful sponsor. You kids do the real work. I'll meet you at her office.
Yeah, because you're useless.
Well, according to you, she's pulling the strings, so she's not going to be useless.
Okay, well, she's not useless forever. You're currently useless.
She's sealed inside of an item, so I think she's doing what she can at the moment.
Have we seen genies in this yet?
Ooh, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Sooner we get
What
this
would a
done.
genie's name be? Like
I mean,
Would it be-
Jin is an actual name. So, you know, get a Korean character, name them Jin, and there you go.
Yeah.
The sooner we can leave.
Jin Ni. There it is.
Yeah.
Rev, the big, strong angel can handle herself.
I'm not worried about that. She can help.
That's one of the most like vulnerable I've ever heard Rev in his voice, actually.
She can, I guess, but she can't know what we're doing.
I know, but
Why not? Why not?
We can do the
because of her like you know, alliance and her like, you know, her ideologies right now. The house is not, you know, the house is very selective about its new members. They had Rev go through like, you know, like this, like the swearing the oath to them and everything. So if they don't think that she's cut out for that, especially because, you know, from what they know about her, she absolutely isn't, they're not going to trust her fully.
She's great. She kind of reminds me of Mur as a character, but
yes, that is true. And while Mo would 100% be down for joining like a rebellious cause, if
she would. She'd be like, okay, sure. By the
okay,
way,
yeah.
I get to undig any
Imagine
corpse I
that
find.
Imagine that same rebellious cause was actively like, you know, was like pulling Fred towards them and morphing her personality, like making her more prone to chaos. That's where Mo would draw the line, probably.
Fred, this isn't like you. Why are you doing that exactly?
Well, you see, when they explained it to me, it made perfect sense.
Okay, can you
All of
please-
my plans are too impulsive, so I like being part of a collective now.
I mean, I told you not to join the hive mind. We've talked about this.
It's not a hive mind. It's just a group of like-minded individuals working towards a common cause under a particular deity. It's not a cult either, I swear.
Fred, I thought we talked about the whole deities are kind of a really hard to mess with, and they may screw you over. I thought we talked about
I don't
this.
know, it worked for you, like every time you tried it.
Yeah, but one's currently mad at me, so I don't know if it's a great interest for you either.
Yeah, I think the same entities that the same deity's mad at me as well, by association, so yeah, maybe not.
Do you still not trust me?
You two get me waiting all day.
I barely
Now
know
you're still
you.
do-
I
Yeah.
barely know you compared to the others. I know them a bit better.
Hurry the hell up.
Okay.
Are you looking back? Oh yeah, Sarah.
Stick close, you two. Her office should be somewhere around here.
Okay, we just got tenanted again. We got tenanted. They walked in silence and they could do the conversation as soon as the camera was back on them.
What if your own is there?
That is what Nyarla is for. Shield.
I got a live one.
Oh yeah, the particle fizz. I'm about to be like, yeah, that's not happened last time he was thrown around.
Oh, this is set up. Oh, the AFMAP thing's on Premiere right now, apparently. It's premiering at 8.
Wow, yeah. But yeah, in case I was wondering, we were supposed to review
that today.
Review that episode today, but it was like, yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh my god, AFMAP actually posted all the credits in here. I can read who's gonna be in the episode.
Remember when I said at the end of the beginning of this video that my internet was being weird because I was trying to check something, a specific upload? That was the upload I was checking for. It wasn't anywhere visible, so I had no idea what time it was supposed to start. So yeah, we're not doing that today.
I want to see your blue heart.
Is it blue?
Go around, Mary.
Wait, if his heart is blue, wouldn't that mean his blood is blue? But his blood isn't blue, so his heart isn't blue.
I think his blood actually is blue, if I remember from like the first 2 episodes. Like when we found out he's a revenant, we actually saw like his blood. Like was one of the first time that Wendy stabbed him, which is always her go-to, by the way. She knows that doesn't work.
Wait a minute, you didn't know you were a revenant before this, dude? No one else bleeds blue. Oh man, it's great.
Yeah.
My knee. Don't mind the blue liquid exerting from my knee. That's just normal.
So I think this is I think I told about this in the first episode, of course, in the review. But it reminds me a bit of the story of the Buddha, like the actual like historical figure that became the name Buddha. Because what was supposedly when just before he was born, like 5 years before he was born, his mother received a prophecy that he would either become like a great prince or a religious leader, and because or like or noble or something. They use it for like a noble or a royal or bloodline, basically. So of course they wanted to do that. So what they did was they supposedly kept him inside of the palace for like all of his life until like he actually escaped at one point, and then saw like somebody who was like sick on the ground, and then an elderly person, someone starving basically, and then someone who was very poor, and so that was his first exposure to like the suffering of life, like disease, old age, poverty, famine, basically. I think it was it was those 4. I'm trying to remember from when I had this in school. So but of course, like you think about it, and like supposedly when that happened, according to my teacher, actually, he was 22 years old when that happened. Like, how do you go 22 years without like getting like a mild cough or something? Like, supposedly he did not know disease before that point, or any form of suffering. He did not like ever fall and scrape his knee, as you described there. He never got the sniffles. That I guess he didn't question why why all of like the palace servants or something disappeared when they got wrinkles for the first time. I don't know. That's always the part that I struck with, like the story, like like everything else I can sort of understand. Like, yeah, so you might have like heard about this prophecy, him like reaching some form of enlightenment afterwards. That's like the whole point of Buddhism, if essentially. Like, yeah, okay, I get all that stuff, but like how we got to that point, I'm like, what? What do you mean? and it felt similar to Rev in this situation, because yeah, it's almost like a Buddha scenario where like he supposedly didn't know like pain, or pain. That was another one. Did he know pain before?
How do you not know pain? You never like trip or anything. You never bump into someone and feel like a bit of pain for a second. Like,
have you never been a child? They injure themselves constantly.
Like, come on. I mean, like, it's so weird.
Yeah, so same scenario applied, but yeah, that is 100% like an issue with the first episode, and the reason why the writing was not as tight back then as it is now.
What the? Damn it!
Yes, we all know that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are their bloodline. Deadly afraid of bats. This is common knowledge.
Out of my way, Cat.
Cat, how dare you! You insolent little cur!
I prefer feline American.
I should tear your throat out for even looking at me that way!
Well, feline Egyptian, but
I don't have time for you.
Oh, I'm sure you don't. I'm no fool, Revenant. You're up to something. I can sense it. But
so you said he felt like prey before, and now you say he's up to something? Yeah, he's in the sanatorium. Everyone's up to something here.
this is my domain.
Yeah? Try to stop me.
Tear him to pieces! Stay away from him!
It's the cloud, Jacob! It's the cloud!
Okay, here the smoke makes sense.
No,
like I said, it's an established trope in animation, just not always a physical one.
Useless.
Worry not, mistress! I shan't fail you!
See, he makes more sense of that. Oh, okay. Hello, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
That's not Mark, that's his brother.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Where? Yeah, I guess, did Mark and Bella just like actually leave?
I don't think so. They're probably somewhere off screen because too many characters to deal with, and having more people.
They're dealing with Ghost Guy, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You two, get to the damn office. I can take care of these small fries.
We heard you. Don't worry. Get out of here, Diogenes. I'll handle Kurt. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You are all disappointing me! Destroy that vampire!
Now that...
That's it!
She didn't even try to stop Rev or Mary walking away.
I can see why she might not. It's the classic thing of like, the people in power don't want to get their hands dirty.
If I were her, I would
somebody who only
try
exerts
to...
only exerts like power over others like through their authority, or is like Freezer and it's just incredibly lazy. But either way, I can see why she does not move her finger right now.
I mean, if I were
also,
her, if I were her, I would try to at least grab Rev's shoulder and throw him back into like the area where the guards are going, so he would have to deal with them too.
Oh, but of course not. She might chip a nail by doing that. and touching a commoner? No, of course not. Like, that's the archetype I think she's going for here, which is why she doesn't do it herself.
That's what I'm talking about! Bring it on! I'll take down all of you!
Rev, this way!
Is this it?
This is a pretty good tactic, by the way, that Mary is employing right now. Be the one to constantly like jump in and get the surprise round on people and like actually start like beating them up, and then have somebody else show up to do it permanently, and then rinse repeat.
I think so. Oh, that's the ledger. Huh.
You were looking for something?
No.
Yeah, looking for my name. I wasn't in there before.
Really?
Oh wait, no. Yes, he was. Yeah.
Just reading. Here, you look.
How about, here's an idea. Instead of looking, oh, there's a smoke again. Instead of looking right now and reading in the office that you're supposed to be getting out of, how about
steal it and run away?
Take the book with you and then read it later at your own leisure. Kind of what I did with an Necronomicon, actually. Magic books, big thing in this series.
Jacqueline Hyde, debug.
Jacqueline! That makes more sense. Okay. All right.
Cleopatra. All the name of those psychos are in here.
What were you expecting? You were told it is a ledger with the people in the sanatorium. So of course they're in there. What do you mean?
Ooh, are ours?
Yeah, sure are.
Yes! Because Rev asked about you before. He doesn't need to check this.
Says your offenses.
And I guess that was why we got interrupted before.
Murder?
Oh, look at that. She is like Bella for real, for real.
Sometimes you have to do what it takes to survive, Rev. You're either strong enough to stay intact, or...
get broken.
It's a kill be world.
in my office.
Oh no! You didn't get out in a timely fashion. Whoever could have seen that coming?
Where's your maid outfit? Hurry, put on your maid outfit, and then you can be like, "Hello, I am the help. What's up?"
Over here!
Two little maids in school are we?
Come on!
Why does she need to hide? she's got this guy still.
Also, there are holes. There are holes. There are gaping holes in your hiding spot. This is a bad hiding spot.
Yeah, not to mention also if you do get caught here, it's gonna look incredibly wrong to see like a maid in a closet with a student. According to like Miss Yorona, that's not a good look at all.
You will be written up for this offense.
I would call the authorities, but I will call Kincaid instead. There are no authorities here.
My book. He's gone.
Yeah, don't look in the
Mary!
human-sized cabinet.
The book!
Flame to the face.
Thieving children! Where are you hiding?
Crap, we're screwed.
You know what I would have liked
By
to
the
see
way,
more?
yeah, I just realized something. All of the teachers in Cade Academy are just allergic to locking the doors to their offices.
Yeah, but like what I don't like for what we see from her design, I don't think they went for this. But I think what would have been cool is if with her design, like you just had like her face had like I don't know, black tears rolling down it, while her hair looked very soaked and very unorderly, like she just drowned herself or something when she went full psychotic. I think that would have been cool for like a unhinged form of her design.
I feel like that should have been like a regular form of like the drowned hair. Maybe not the black tears, but the drowned, but like the wet hair certainly.
Yeah.
Not here.
Although I guess that's difficult to convey with Minecraft like skin pixels.
Well, they're not using skin pixels, Jacob. They're using art. They're using art. Their hair is drawn on now. So that's...
I thought their hair was like drawn on at the front only.
Yeah, their front. You can still do their front hair drawn on.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Like the front is art, but like the rest of it, I'm pretty sure still pixels.
God, I hate the whole
You're
drawing
safe
on the
now,
front
you
hair,
two.
but if you're gonna
Come
do
on
it, you
out.
could do more detail. Hey, Lucinda. I swear you give Lucinda vibes. They're also probably evil, unlike Lucinda. Well, Mermaid Tail's Lucinda's technically evil, actually. For some reason.
I see.
We don't know why she's evil. She just is evil. For some reason.
Revenant.
That was not explained properly.
Well, it's kind of like this the reverse of Ivan. Ivan wasn't evil in Mermaid Tales. I guess they just
Yeah.
kind of swap roles.
Finally shook those creeps.
Personally, I do like that idea actually, because like given how like even with like the same characters, they sort of serve the similar archetypes a lot of the time. So actually switching it up is probably for the best.
Please tell me you got the book.
We did!
Fantastic. Then
we can
burn
leave.
it.
Toss it in.
Oh. I was joking about the burning. I was joking. That was a joke. We burn it.
Okay, so I get the implication of this because like it has their infractions in there, and if that's their only piece of evidence, like that's on record of them, then great. They're great. They get destroyed.
But what idiot
Understand
would
the plan.
only put everyone's infractions in one single destroyable material?
A society that's not used to copying and archiving things in other materials.
They have
but
magic. They can do a duplicate.
the real question is why would that same idiot keep a magical fire right next to where the book is, capable of destroying it? That's like if the One Ring in Lord of the Rings was able to be destroyed in a common fireplace, and the second that Gandalf is like, toss into the fire. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Well, see you later, Frodo. That would have been like that. But also, Roman, you couldn't have said that was the plan this whole time. Like, to actually destroy the book and not steal it. You said retrieve the book and now said I toss it into the fire. Like, yes, but
like,
did you need to show? Imagine if you hadn't been able to defeat them. This plan relied on you showing up to convey that information. Just tell them to burn it before they got here.
Why?
But like, okay, I get why they writing wise do this. I get that because like it causes a dramatic reveal.
It's more cinematic, yes, but
it also in universe makes no sense. Like you wouldn't explain this. This is
Exactly,
why
yeah.
I have Adam explain his plans out loud to people, so it's not like guys, listen. I'm gonna reveal the plan at the 11th hour. Trust me, I'm good at this. I'm good at planning. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean the one thing that to make it more cinematic in that sense is to have the scene start off with him unveiling the plan, and then do the typical like cut away to see the plan being put into action, and then you see all the pieces go. But either way, it still works.
That book? That's a record of every student in the sanatorium.
Yes,
you
we
can't
know.
leave
It's
if
that.
your name is in it.
So we need to destroy it so we can leave?
That's even better than I thought. I thought it was like an open evidence thing, but yeah, perfect, actually.
No. So everyone can leave.
What?
You think Kincaid will be able to keep track of all these monsters?
Exactly what I was thinking. You start a revolution with enough people, she won't be able to defeat all of them all at once.
She'll be too busy figuring out why they're even out in the first place. All that damage? She won't.
I don't know about figuring it out, honestly, because, you know, she could just talk to Miss Yorona and say, like, you know, why are they out of here? They took my book. There's nothing I could do.
Even know what hit her.
No.
Excuse me?
Do you realize how insane these monsters are? That's a
Didn't you
stupid
try to
idea!
put it in the first episode? Get off your high horse.
Yeah, like I can see somebody else thinking about this in this sense. Like, yes, they absolutely need more help. I guess that's also part of what served the idea of like, yes, you know, he's seen what they're like and has been like tormented by them individually, so together they would be like far worse. But also, this is the same character who last detention episode managed to get like, you know, all the delinquents that he possibly could, release them at once, and that was what the grounds for expulsion was. So is this evidence like of his character understanding of the danger, or is it another example of him releasing the hounds and then being surprised when the same said hound attacks him and suddenly he's afraid of his plan immediately after it happens?
Says the guy who blew up the school on the first day.
These people will kill everyone.
So,
I mean, I think this is like this all comes to like episode 2 where Rev realizes that you know, having blown up the school with people still inside it was not what he wanted to do, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure he waited until they came back so that they would be able to be seen and cause the most strife and damage. But maybe he didn't think about you know, the cost,
the implications.
To, like, them.
He didn't think about the
implications. Yes, absolutely not. And I guess now he is. Which, although then again, same character than episode 2 of this series, murdered a bunch of people who were already dead before, and then but he did eventually, you know, like get them a second chance. So again, he's learning from that. So like I sort of get it, but also like, you know, how far along is he on his negative character arc to go back on that idea, or can he go back on it? All interesting questions.
You wanted to defeat Viviana Kincaid. Did you think you could do it without a few casualties?
I mean, yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Careful, Venet. You're starting to sound rehabilitated.
See, this is also like what's about the house, and like, you know, yeah, if there are a couple people in the revolution who were just about Kincaid, they would not have cared. What is Roman wouldn't? Mary might have. I assume that you know her like murder charge was on like a self-defense thing. Your Honor, I drop kicked that child in self-defense. Self-defense.
Boys, enough. I hear your concerns, Revenant, and I agree. Roman's plan is too audacious.
What?
And only now do you consider the implications of said plan?
Is this like a manipulation play where she's trying to get them both on her side?
I guess because of, I think it's more of a case of like she trusted on, like, you know, the autonomy of the plan. Like she's not pulling all of the strings. She's letting them have agency up until the point where something might you know, go
messes
under
with
and
her
she
plan.
reins them back. She's acting like a facilitator and sponsor more so than a Machiavellian schemer, even though she potentially is both.
Nyarla.
I'd like to hear his idea instead.
What if we just scratch out all the names? Or scratch out the names we don't
No. I got a better idea. Tear out the specific pages pertaining to the house members, and also Wendy, probably.
Don't burn the book, but what if we stole it?
The hell is that gonna do for us?
They can't put anyone else in here so long as we have the book.
They can start a new book, right?
Yeah, and also
unless it is like I said before, and like the magic from inside the book is what's binding them here, and they can't replicate that.
Including us. So we leave the murder freaks in here, and we get an easy pass for the future.
I mean, I guess the... Oh, alright.
Rev, you're so smart.
Although, I guess the flaw in this plan is that Kincaid could very easily create a new sanatorium with a new book, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Nyarla, is this gonna work?
Sabotaging Viviana's method for...
Like this, like, hey, DM, is this a good plan? We try.
Oh my god.
Students. Yeah.
Honestly, Nyarla does actually sort of give, like, you know, like DMPC vibes in a sense.
Yes.
Nyala's
That could still
secretly
create-
Ben. Is written by Ben.
Honestly, more like Ghosty.
Yeah.
Who also does a Lucinda impression.
Oh, yeah.
I'll explain in due time, Revenant. For now,
Where are my children?
you'd best...
What do you mean, where? You were able to detect when they were in the isolation room, but you don't know
There are
when they're inside your own office.
magical centers in the isolation room, not in her office. What do you think? She's smart?
I was gonna say, how good are the maid outfits? Is there like an AoE effect for like the concealment that, you know, Mary's giving off? But then I remembered that, you know, that Mark, Sarah, and Bella all came in with the same maid outfits, and she was able to find it. So yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Tear out our pages, Venet, so we can at least leave.
Exactly. And also Wendy's, let's be real.
I'll go distract the hag.
Fine.
But Venet, don't forget who leads this club.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean, you know.
Don't mind him. He wouldn't be helping if he didn't agree with your plan.
I don't care. Let's just get out of this hellhole.
Are you gonna tear the pages? There's a fire right behind you. You gonna... No?
I think we're almost there.
You think?
I think that's a fair point, if Mary's been here before. Which, by the way, I guess... I guess that means that, like... when did the murder charge happen? Was that, like, her new infraction as to why she's here? Or was that, like, where she was before, but then she was rehabilitated after that? Because if murder's, like... If you could... If that's something you can be, like, you know, like, rehabilitated for in the sanatorium, I don't think Wendy's got too much to worry about, because no one actually died from what she did. Ah, speaking of the common cause.
Leaving so soon.
What are you?
I thought it was suspicious when I realized you were fleeing towards Yorona's office. And here you are.
It took me a while to figure it out, but I eventually realized that peasants could have brains.
Holding her ledger. I assume you already removed yourselves, no? How about
We did that off screen, you see.
you do us all a favor and scratch out the rest while you're at it?
I don't take orders from you, cat.
Sphinx. And you're not going to be the only one leaving. We've been here too long. Now, it's time we go free. Last chance. Hand over the ledger, Rich.
No.
Fine. Then I'll take it.
Oh, you will? And by I mean my minions. Exactly.
Can't wait to take you apart.
Don't hurt that Revenant too bad. His body's mine.
Here's an idea. Send that guy in to possess Rev, make him walk over and hand Ledger over to Cleo. Easy.
Doll, stop.
It's okay, Rev. Let me do this for you.
Do what? I mean, I know she's defending them individually, but like, it's like, don't worry, I will sack myself. I will buy you some time. Curb stomp immediately.
Why? Why me?
Sometimes you gotta do something to protect people. The lines you said before.
because that first day, when you landed in the fountain and survived, I realized you were like me. It didn't matter how much you broke. You always ended up fixed.
I do rest them recreating that from like a different angle because they noticed that they have the existing footage of
But
her
you
there.
were so much more than that. You were this force of nature. Even Viviana didn't know what to do with you.
Ah, see, she's the real stalker. I apologize to Bella now. I see now the difference.
Time and time again, you fought back. You were so free. And I watched you. All semester. Every week, a new and exciting act of rebellion to behold. And nothing.
This is like Kawaii-chan in Phoenix Drop High. It's like, Kawaii-chan's observed you and you and that scary guy, and she ships you now from what she's seen. Cut to her crouching underneath a window that was about to break.
No one could stop.
Kawaii-chan did 5 stitches after that, but it was worth it.
You. I realized how alike we were, and I dreamed of what we could accomplish together. Of escaping
so
from this
different,
school and this world and just being free.
And making kids together. I don't know how that
And
works
also
with doll
blushing.
anatomy, but it happens somehow.
The Russian dolls have figured it out. Just hold them, just hide inside them, you know?
God,
just make
is it-
mini-me's. Yeah.
God, is it like gonna be like a Chucky thing where somehow Chucky and Tiffany are both atomically correct? Despite
I was
being
thinking
literal children's
more
toys?
like Russian dolls that like have mini versions of themselves inside each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that maybe.
I thought it would always just be a dream. Until you talked to me.
I mean, you could talk to me
You
earlier,
noticed
but
me.
you know.
I
Steph, I
realized
noticed
that
me.
was-
Oh god.
Yep. Bit difficult to, remove that connotation, yeah.
My chance to prove it to you. To prove how alike we really were. And I will do anything to make sure you never leave me behind.
And so, with all of this is to say that I really appreciate you and like
Yeah.
It's like, yes, you've been monologuing there for ages. Why would we stop? We want the ledger. They're all just captivated. It's like, that was a beautiful story.
Mary, what are you?
I'll get you out of here, Rev. Just
I wonder, like, that sound effect sounds like she's, like, ripped off a piece of herself as, like, a shard. That's pretty cool.
please don't hate me for this.
I won't hate you, but also please don't turn your back. Someone's already charging at you.
Anime fight scene.
Yeah, but we're gonna go one by one, so she has a literal fighting
Also,
chance.
why do they have pink blood? Is this like a censorship thing? That's weird.
Again, it might
Why-
be different monsters. If Rev's blood is blue, it sounds to be other monsters that have different colors of blood. Maybe instead of iron in their blood, Rev's got like copper, and then they have something else.
Would copper make your blood blue? I guess it gets oxidized. Maybe. Because wouldn't his blood be more of like a
Blood carries
orangish-
a lot of oxygen in it, so yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, because wouldn't the blood inside the body be more of an orangish color, and then when it gets out of the body, wouldn't the blood then turn more of a bluish color based off how
That would
copper works?
but that would imply that that would imply it doesn't interact with the oxygen inside of itself, but only the outside oxygen, which is not how that would
True.
work. It would just be as soon as you start breathing in, your blood's getting oxidized. Maybe newborn revenants have orange blood.
What the? She's insane!
Why do you think she's here?
Yeah. My goodness. Okay. Also, bear in mind, we know that she's been here before. So like, how do they not know who she is? Actually, like, some of them must remember her. Unless she was rehabilitated before they were, and they spent eternity here, and she's just been like the regular Cade level, but not fully going past that. Okay, I don't know. No.
I changed my mind on the Revenant. I want to open you up. Ooh, nice. My turn.
How many of those do you have?
A lot. She's like May if May wasn't wearing. If she's like May basically, although May at least wears an outfit that conceals her blades.
Yes, that's true.
I'm just getting started.
She is no maiden. That beast is more foul than any other in this hall.
Yes, and as a knight, you should be going off and trying to vanquish her, right? You're the only one wearing armor.
Wait,
you're
what kind of monster is the knight?
I forgot his name. I forgot his
What kind of monster are you? Are you just a human in armor? Because that's not really a monster. That's just a human.
Oh no, he was like Shane something. That was his name was Shane, but I forgot like his last name. So I forgot what type he is actually.
Is it like a possessed suit of armor situation?
It is time that we abscond, armor. Escort me out this instant.
But the ledger, ma'am.
I do not care for the ledger, armor. I care for my life.
There.
Why? Aren't you like immortal
now
or something?
Okay, so now I know the answer to the question. She's indeed not like Frieza. She is one of those who says like power through authority alone. Got it. That being said, yeah, I guess I forgot what I was gonna say. But that being said, that was it. That was my only conclusion.
On second thought, I'll borrow your body.
On second thought, that took until everyone else was dead.
Don't you have like telekinesis, dude?
Wait, hold a second. Wait a minute. If she's managing to actually kill them all, they can actually burn the ledger, right? They can go back to the original plan. Like, yeah, sure, Cleo and Shane are gonna escape, but Shane wasn't actually evil, and Cleo has no other influence anymore. So they could just let them let them go free, and that's really it. And then the only other person, I guess, who isn't here is Wendy, unless she's also dead on the ground. I doubt it. So I'm going to
Wendy's
assume that
probably
Wendy is
fine.
I'm going to assume that Wendy is fine, and say that yeah, Wendy, Shane, and Cleo get out. Boo-hoo. Burn the ledger now. Actually, it makes more sense. Go back to the original plan. Although, how does she manage to stab a non-corporeal entity? Anyway.
It's okay if I crack. It's okay if I break.
Wrong hand, unfortunately.
As long as I can be useful to him.
Girl, this isn't healthy. Why does both his love interests have a very unhealthy dynamic with them? Both of you guys
because
need some
because they
jeez.
Well, because while the time he showed a modicum of kindness, another one is admiration and obsession, of course. I mean, I guess that this place really just just a pool of the most unhealthy individuals to ever exist. But yeah.
Okay.
Again, what I thought would happen if they all teamed up.
As long as he's all right, then I was finally useful.
Girl, these some standards.
I really became a very useful engine.
God.
Oh, he's still there. So wait a minute. So not
Just
only
got assaulted for nothing.
Not only did everyone else not attack in order to get that sequence, but Rev himself also didn't help out at all. Like, I guess he doesn't have his codex with him, but he could do something, right? or maybe not. I don't think that's actually not. Now say that he's never fallen without his codex. I don't think that might be one of his biggest limitations. Actually, now come to think of it, yeah, all right, but still, he didn't use the chance to escape like he was supposed to. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna prove this plan, but I'm also gonna come back when it gets to his most dire circumstance.
Rev? What are you doing?
Shut it, doll. I'm not letting you break on my behalf. We're getting
Again, bit late for that.
out of here!
I can't carry a burden, Mary, but I can carry you.
Wow. You're even better than I ever dreamed.
Girl, you have some issues.
Wait, if that's the exit, that's also where Cleo and Shane went. So we can see them again.
Hey,
Oh my
Alright,
god,
doll.
read the corner! Blockbuster Studio gun.
Okay, well, that's what you said before.
Look for me.
Well, I didn't actually
Yeah, don't
leave. You just try to kill yourself.
Yeah, essentially.
Thank me yet. I think some of those monsters meant to tear out a few pages of the ledger.
You
Yes. Of what do you mean? You think the whole point was they were their names?
actually came back for me.
Doll, are you gonna be okay without your body?
Huh? Oh, yeah. It'll remake itself eventually. Even if I...
That has more interesting implications. Is it going to make itself out of the same shards? Like it's like fly off at a certain point towards you and reconstitute, or is it the porcelain is self-replicating as long as the brain is intact? Like what operation are we going with here? I want more actual lessons, like actual classes, because I want to know how the monsters work in this.
Yeah.
I want to attend monster health class. I want to know what to expect out of different bodies.
Get completely shattered.
Here's the thing about monster health class, though. Each class would really have to be hyper specific because not like humans' general biology. Like you'd have to go into unique biology each class, so each class would be very unique.
Yeah, so just make them more frequent than the health classes tend to be.
Yeah.
Why not? I already don't necessarily like the fact that health classes are separated by gender a lot of the time because I mean it's good to learn about other people's bodies to know what to expect. Does it make you a subject of mockery in the moment? Absolutely. Is it going to be useful later in life, to better understand each other as individuals? Most certainly.
Always come back.
Okay. Good.
I always come back.
Yeah.
I am after mine.
Although I guess that does make me wonder, is this like a ship of Theseus situation? Is she technically like a different doll?
Well, I mean, technically her consciousness is really what she is.
Every part of us chipped away, yeah.
The hell happened to you two?
She tried to sacrifice herself. Don't worry about it.
She got in one little fight and Rev got scared and said, "No, I'm taking your head and we're getting out of there."
Here, I'll take Mary's head back to the club room. The ledger, too.
The ledger? Yeah, I don't...
Relax,
I don't trust
Venet.
you with it.
I'm not gonna touch it. Nyarlis,
aside from carrying it with me,
said we're going...
No, you know what? I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to put it in Mary's teeth so she could take it there.
Oh, God.
Actually, you know what? I wonder. Is Mary's head, hollow on the inside? You just, stick the ledger inside, hold her head upside down. Just
Maybe?
The next time he goes into the club, "Oh, hey, Rev, how's it going?"
Going with your plan. So, that's what we're doing.
You literally tried to burn it 10 minutes ago.
Well, technically, you
And
told you to burn
Nyarla
it.
overruled me 10 minutes ago. Keep up.
I like how he says that after he said, remember who runs the club? I guess he remembered too. That being said, again, not much of an issue right now. Most of the people you were worried about coming out aren't going to be doing much of anything at all for the rest of time.
They're fine. They're resting. They're resting.
Yeah, in peace.
Later, Venet.
Bye.
Why can't he go back to the club with him? Why does he have to stay behind? What's he going to do now?
So,
Oh, this. This is what he's going to do.
that's where you went. You submitted yourself to the sanatorium.
What, you didn't know about
of your own
this?
volition.
You didn't know about this? You run the place! How didn't you know? You were bad at your job!
I guess if the ledger's the only administrative copy, unless Miss Yonona reported the new intake, she wouldn't have known. But then again, she should have also been able to observe that. Again, the whole King Katie's everything thing is so warped in this.
Oh my god.
She just rebuilt this place and already she's losing control of it.
So?
I never suspected you to be so proactive in your own rehabilitation. In fact,
Yeah, I never thought he was proactive, yeah, which is why he's out now.
Yeah.
I feel as though you almost certainly must have been up to something. And yet...
Or what gave that away? The fact that he's not there currently?
I see nothing of the sort.
Again, other than him being there currently.
Yeah, ignore the trail of dead bodies I left behind. That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
and the witnesses.
And, also,
and the witnesses. Ignore them.
and
Oh,
and known patient Ronan Dracula going off carrying the severed head of another student right before I teleported in. Yeah, no, ignore that as well.
Oh my god.
Mr. Venet, you do not need to return to the sanatorium.
Huh?
Yeah, now that I've seen that you're willing to go there, you're allowed to leave.
Oh, God.
Okay, I think what she means is that regardless of what Rev thinks about himself, she doesn't believe that he is as bad as people in there. And most likely, Rev himself knows that's not the case anymore now. I guess that's what she's going with here. But also kind of like bypassing the system.
Really?
Really? This is the first time you haven't violated every rule I've laid for you. As such,
yes.
you deserve
I
to be
didn't do
rewarded.
anything bad. Ignore the bodies.
You know what? This is actually kind of like the opposite to last episode. Whereas last episode, he tried to only do good and got into trouble constantly because of everyone else's influence. In this one, he was trying to cause as much chaos as possible and gets away with it scot-free.
You've been a good little revenant. So,
Ew.
no lecture.
Don't say it like
and
that. Ew.
I just had an image of like how many people must have clipped that line specifically.
no punishment. You deserve rest.
That's it.
I want rest,
Really?
eternal rest.
Don't push it.
Okay, thanks. Okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, okay, thanks, bye.
Weird.
Weird.
So, did he let you help him?
Yes.
And did you learn anything?
Not really.
Why are you still wearing that?
It's surprising.
Why
You're
are
wearing
you
it
still
too.
wearing it?
You're wearing it too. Don't ask that. You already are. Jeez.
Have you both been waiting out here for ages and not gotten changed? And you're like, oh yeah, you specifically, why are you still wearing it?
Really comfy. Why are you?
Wait, I am?
How'd you forget? They're clothes.
She's supposed to be the smart one. I just want people to remember that.
There was one thing, though. He had this Smoke.
Smoke?
Oh, you mean the kind of smoke what happens every time we hand each other things? Yeah, smoke.
I couldn't see through it. I don't think the ghost lady could either.
Smoke? Since when did Rev have smoke?
Well,
What are you thinking,
he
Bella?
picked up smoking. Unfortunately, Yuki wasn't there to take it out of his mouth, so it happened.
I'm now picturing what would have happened in Taylor Bad Bunny if, like, instead of Cold Grey, it was Rev the whole time.
Oh God, I want to actually see that fanfic version. It's like, what do you want? No smoking! How dare you!
No, it just lasts like 10 seconds. Yuki throws the cigarette out of his mouth, and a second later it cuts to him throwing Yuki off. That scene took place on the rooftop. Just be like,
oh God.
Credits.
I don't know
Oh, I guess he was a cat boy, so he landed on his feet, but
yet.
Well, broken legs dead.
But
my legs!
Exactly.
done for the day.
Say, Bella, how about that scrying spell you would literally were teaching Mark before that could have told you everything you need to know at the start of this episode?
It is quite comfy.
I know, right?
There we go. Oh, it was nice. Oh, I see. So he did actually erase Wendy's name, but she doesn't know that that's what happened. Because I guess she wasn't there long enough to know about the legend, what it was about, so she's still going to resent him. Okay,
Yeah.
nice bit of dramatic irony there.
I'm back, Rev. And this time, I will get you.
I'm just saying, you're not learning from your mistakes. You're just doubling down on them. That's not gonna go well for you.
That's kind of like the flaw with like Wendy in general, and also Rev to a certain extent, but not as much. That's why she's like Pop. She blames her mistakes on everyone else, on the convenient person that's there, and that inconveniences her the most, rather than looking inward at what she actually did.
Yeah. But yeah, Wendy, I don't think you're going to be free for very long with that attitude. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to be free for long.
It's certainly going to arouse suspicion, at least from the faculty members. As far as noticing that she was gone, I guess we'll see next episode if people's reaction to her is that of surprise. I have to imagine that when taking the register, some people are like, hey, wait a minute, wasn't Wendy involved in this? But yeah, maybe the student body at large hasn't noticed yet, because granted, they've had a lot to think about. They might have just thought that Wendy died in the explosion. I wouldn't have been surprised either. So yeah, not the best episode, not the best written episode. I know that we kind of undermined with humor like a lot of like the emotional stuff in here, Mary's like breaking moments. But they sort of did that to themselves as well to a certain extent because of how
I think here's the thing with this episode. I feel like this episode is fairly bland out and has a lot of issues. And even the epic moments that I do kind of like, because I still like Mary's breaking moment in her speech, even if it's kind of very nonsensical.
Yeah, even if the reason for it is questionable,
yeah,
you get it.
And I like Sarah's role in the episode, and I even like that scene of Wendy, and I think it works really good. But again, I feel like the episode around it just wasn't very good. When people put a lot of effort in certain scenes or certain moments of a episode or a script or something, but everything around it is mid to not very great. It's like that. It's like, yeah, I love these handful of moments, but the rest of it's just kind of there.
Emerald Secrets. Yeah.
Hey, how dare you? Fight me.
I have made my case about Emerald Secret before. There's a whole 17 years of that.
How dare you? I will tell Aphmau. I have a statue of her now. I talked to her.
You could pray to her and be like, Now I must snitch.
Dear Athmel, smite Jacob where he stands for the slanderous things he said about your show.
I have often said that, like, you know, as much as it would be like great to be noticed by Athmal, I want to be noticed by her for specific things. Most likely not the streams, not the hundreds of streams that have been done about her shows. Maybe not those. Maybe the songs. The theories at a glance, maybe, but, you know, not the streams.
I mean, the episode for its hype moments, I think, works, but like the rest of it, it's a thing. It exists. I don't know. Although
Yeah,
I will
it
say,
seemed like, you know, it was either
this
last episode, or it was like taking like a few too many leaps in logic, like how we get to certain things, or trying to be too cinematic in places, but like sacrificing the in-universe, you know, actual planning involved. Like the house, if they are like these, if they are these, you know, coordinated or somewhat coordinated schemers, then that needs to come across a bit more than just a case like, yes, you know, you came to rescue me right now. I will tell you my plan after we get to a certain place that I myself might not actually access.
Yeah.
They could have failed to get there. They could have not all three of them managed to arrive there. Or Roman himself could have been like, hey, Rev, you be the distraction. So then I can go because I guess with my potential vampiric speed, I might be faster. And then there you go.
But like
That's it.
this episode also needed more world building of the little area that they were in. Because like, yeah, we had like minor world building where the worst of the worst is there, and we met some of the people there. But I feel like we don't actually know what they do there. What gets you thrown in solitary confinement? Like, is there like education there? Do they have to do certain tasks? Like, I feel like there are aspects of this story that could have been fleshed out more, because it felt more like they were just running in endless hallways of a closed off wing.
Yeah,
versus,
the whole
like,
school, the whole series is like a prison metaphor in a sense, but this one more than others would have done that, and yeah, like the idea of them being like, you know, much more akin to like how regular prisoners would have interacted. Like, yeah, absolutely, there could be something else done with that. I think what they could have done is like is extend this plot a little bit. So, actually, to go back to Avatar, Boiling Rock Parts 1 and 2. You know, it's that you know, you have like one episode to set up like that, like, you know, the prison environment and what's actually going on there, and how terrible it actually is, or what like the day-to-day life might actually be. My personal theory is, you know, again, group therapy with La Llorona. If there is a way to rehabilitate someone to have your name erased, they must have some sort of process.
Yeah, and I imagine in like an area like this, they make you do manual labor. Like maybe you have to like clean certain rooms or have to do certain menial tasks for a set amount of hours per day.
If they did manual labor, they probably would have like just used like them to rebuild the school, and they would have already had a grudge against Rev. They didn't know who he was. I don't know. But either way, something on those lines to establish like the prison, and then afterwards, once they actually do find like Roman, and then he has the time to think about like what's going on or how they've like formatted these things, then have the escape plots and, you know, the system one. The Boiling Rock thing is not like a one-to-one comparison, because they have like an escape attempt that would have worked if it weren't for certain other factors or something, and then, you know, Hakoda might actually show up there, so that one could have been almost one episode now I think about it. But a 2-part prison escape thing in general, I think would have been like far better. Because yeah, they use like a lot of like very interesting characters, and we see like what purpose they serve, and like, you know, the sheer insanity behind them and the dangers behind them. And yeah, that's definitely served. But I guess it goes back to what we were saying towards the beginning. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see more of what's involved with them, or just give them more appearances? And I guess either situation, you're gonna get something there. There's gonna be satisfying. So yeah, I guess this episode's biggest problem is that it seemed to go too far in certain directions and not far enough in others.
Yeah, and like And we'll say about this show and Minecraft as a whole, if we're talking about like Aphmau and stuff, Minecraft action, since especially even highlighting like late 2018 when we had like the ending of season 6, has gone so much further than even like My Street season 6 did back in the day.
Oh, like
where,
I said, the technology improvement is always something
like the technology is impressive, but at the same time, I've seen tons of role plays out there that are so technically impressive, that are more technically impressive than anything that even older Aphmau has done. But like at the same time, I'm still more attached to the way they're written in the past with Aphmau stuff, comparison to, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like technically it's more impressive. It's kind of like the new, like a few years ago when like
it's like
Gotcha
Fox
Animation,
Queen. Fox Queen was similar to that.
Like when Gotcha Animation became a big thing for like that of 2022 2023 period, when it became like
like the live 2D surge.
Everyone was doing their quote unquote animated shows that never got off the ground, but they were like, look at these animated stuff they're doing. Like, yeah, it's impressive, but like the stories that were coming out of it were just kind of or just never manifested due to the production value that they were trying to put into it, which I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's still an issue today in certain instances. It's like Kesseru, for example. They have such a focus on like their custom backgrounds, their animations, there's their commissioned music, their developed language. They're developing a language, by the way, for the series. All that stuff is fantastic. Bottom line, the story is the part that suffers the most, which is where everything springs from. And I always say, if you have to choose between visuals and storytelling, always choose storytelling, because that's the part that get people either to come back or to actually care about what's going on. And it's worth noting that Yukiso themselves don't like Daisuke as the main character, which is pretty telling in the way they formatted their entire show. Remember the last review that I did with them, where there's like where it's like, oh yeah, this is this like look, this is the character who we've seen a couple of correspondences with, and like we know is friends with Daisuke. Look at this like very tragic death scene as he surprise appears here. Look at how like visually intricate and animated it is. And this is like such a sad thing. Everyone cried at that. It's like, great. Who is this man? Yeah. We've seen him a little bit before, but like, why would the audience members care that this is the character that is done? You could just like literally put a complete stranger here, have the exact same animation and achieve the exact same effect, which is not what you want in that scenario. You want to see like why Daisuke cares so much about this scenario, about this person.
Yeah, but a problem with Kesseru also is technically its production value is so high, but the episodes aren't long enough to really compensate for that production value. They can't throw in like tons of little stuff.
I don't know. The episode length probably is to their advantage, because it means they don't have to take as long over the episode specifically.
Yeah, but certain stories, like depending on how you develop them, need more runtime attributed to them, more flashback scenes, more scenes, smaller scenes fleshing out characters and storylines and plot beats.
They have a huge extended cast that has not been like super thoroughly explored yet, but that also they're only on episode 4, so that's there's a bit of time for that, but I have to imagine that some of them are going to be the supporting roles, or they're going to be
at least I will say this still is doing better than Deltarune ever did, just because Deltarune's awful. Is it gonna?
I found this out.
Is it gonna get second season? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. They're like, oh yeah, Deltarune's second season.
I think after this season ends, they're going to get more Deltarune.
Yeah.
Which even the worst episode of Freak Show is like at least better than the best episode of Deltarune. So even like with the problems with this, I still rather watch this again than frame of the previous season of Deltarune.
And at least with this, we could also, I don't know, it's more interesting also seeing original characters and seeing how you develop them, because obviously if Deltarune you're adapting characters, and I don't think they're going a little off script with Deltarune, but they're not going so off script where it's like what's going to happen with Susie. It's not like Susie is going to have like the opposite arc she's going to have she has in the game or something, or like she's going to die in like the second season, and then season 3 is she's not gonna be there or something. You know, they're not gonna go that off script with it at all.
If they actually did, that would be like more
That would
surprising,
be
but yeah.
really interesting, but also they're not going to do that probably. They're probably just going to stick with the script or like the exact plot beats, maybe embellishing here or there, but nothing too crazy. So Freak Show is better than that, but that's low bar.
You know, I was actually thinking about this. Well, I actually mentioned something similar to that during yesterday's review. Because like, you know, it was another Wiz Gaming video, and already that name sends off alarm bells. But but actually the video was really, really good. Like like one of my favorites are like of the year, I think.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and it's and entirely original. You know, well, I mean, I say, you know, the premise is, you know, fairly similar to like other stuff, you know, as well. Those, you know, the person auditions for musical position, you know, gets it, potentially might have like a will they won't they situation with lead singer protagonist person. So it not just in premise, but the characters are not like based on like other source material or anything. And I think that's the difference. Like Wiz Gaming has evolved so much by this point, or by this point, I say by this point, this is still like we're still like years behind in terms of like upload stuff, but like by the point we've got to review wise has evolved so much. In terms of original content, except for Predestined, that was atrocious. But like except for Predestined, has evolved so much, like in not just like as a visual storyteller, but as like an actual written storyteller as well. And that all comes together. Whereas, you know, you go back to those parody moments, and it's and you know, the bitterness is either there, or it's just like everything is like so packed with like jokes and lol random humor that aged like a month after it came out, and it's night and day as far as comparisons go, similar to Rexiipher with Deltarune and this. Like, yeah, it's another example of you know, the original work from someone, and that being like their strength as a writer rather than trying to adapt. If anything, the part that like enrages most people that have watched Freak Show is the adaptation of the existing monsters into this format.
Yeah.
So it seems like everything that doesn't come directly from Rexiipher specifically is the part that like people have the most issue with.
Yeah, this show I wish expanded more on the monsters.
You know.
Like, we're gonna have monsters. I really wish we got more lore and details about each of them and explanations on them, rather than it kind of feels like they're. And honestly, I don't even know if some people are catching some stuff like La Llorona, for example. I don't know if some of the audience even knows who she is.
Well, okay, but that's you can't really expect everyone to like get. It's like with our stuff. You can't like we cram things references. Well, me particularly, but you know, but like both of us have crammed our series with references to other materials, particularly Greek mythology, and that's not always like the most like mainstream thing. Not every scenario. Like obviously,
I mean, yeah, but like maybe if you learn more about her backstory or something, because like obviously I was able to guess because I had context. But it's just a name to someone, which I kind of wish this episode at least gave us more context to her, even in like a throwaway line or two, so people actually knew who didn't already know about her. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, I kind of like the idea of a show like this educating people on like the mythologies of some of these monsters and stuff. I think that's a really fun idea.
Even how much they get wrong of said mythologies, I'm not sure if that's the best use of their time. But yeah,
yeah, it depends on how they write the mythology. But you know,
yeah.
I don't ever think Wendy's gonna be mentioned about her cannibalism.
Well, yeah, because once again, Ghosty pointed out that she's she's basically like, well, think of Wendigos, but are actually like a different creature entirely. Like they're like actual Wendigos do not behave that way. Yeah. So again, you know, they're not. Wouldn't expect the cannibalism thing to ever come up or anything unless she plans to you know, eat Rev's corpse once she actually finally.
Although I'm pretty sure during this season we had a mention about like I think in our like episode 1 of season 2 it was mentioned that like don't you eat people or something to Monster when they were going off on Rev about being a bad person. So I guess the concept of mentioning cannibalism isn't completely off the table. It's not completely off the table, I guess, technically.
Well, yeah, I don't think they've got like any particular boundaries in terms of like censoring, things and topics, considering the nature of this show. But yeah, yeah, but I don't know. I guess, but what you say about that La Llorona goes back to the idea of like what we're saying at the beginning of the review, whether or not you want like more appearances of characters, or you just want them to, or just want like more development on the more and more details when it's not strictly necessary to do that. Maybe in the case of La Llorona, it's a bit more warranted because you want people to like have the context of like the nature of her and why she acts the way that she does. Which
yeah, and not to mention she was one of the major antagonists in this episode. It kind of split between.
Frankly, why exactly was Jekyll Hyde so obsessed with like dissecting people? That's not part of the Jekyll and Hyde story, as far as I remember.
Yeah, that is kind of confusing because Jekyll and Hyde, the whole duality of man, etc.
Yeah, if anything, Hyde was Jekyll's intrusive thoughts and actions coming to life, which is not necessarily reflective of murderous intent, let's say, as far as I remember.
And also with Jekyll and Hyde, we didn't get to see there's Jekyll. No wait. We didn't get to see much of Jekyll. We only got to see Hyde essentially.
Yeah. Although I guess
sucks.
Yeah, although I guess if we go by the idea that potentially Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde were a real like figure at some point in this world, then potentially I guess the line of descendants would go from like from Mr. Hyde specifically, so like everyone would be Hydes off that and no Jekylls.
I guess that's possible. I don't know. Like when it comes to adapting these kind of creatures, I think it'd be interesting playing more into the mythology or like the stories associated with them. I think could be really fun. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like there weren't really many tells for Jekyll and Hyde with that character, despite being based off that character. Even design wise, I feel like didn't really give much of Jekyll, because like the way I imagine Hyde. The way I imagine Hyde is like Hyde's like much paler, maybe like slightly like kind of like a buzz kind of hair, a lot more tall, maybe a bit more toned visually, like looks a lot more intimidating, maybe a scar or two on the face to kind of give a more intimidating bravado. That's kind of what I visually imagine like what a Hyde would look like. If we're talking about design wise.
Actually, I just thought of a different idea. Because again, from what I remember of the story Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it starts off with like the mysterious like will of Dr. Jekyll believing everything to Mr. Hyde, as I guess deciding to live as Hyde in the end. I believe like Mr. Hyde was almost like a bunch of study on like younger version of Jekyll. Which I guess if you translate that into a student form, I would love to see just like a random, like regular student, like, very like prim and proper, like inhibitions and all. And then the Hyde version is just a hyperactive 5-year-old just running about the place.
Oh my God.
It's like, eventually both forms will age up because one of them is always going to be behind. It's going to be at a different pace, and so that waits like different points in their life. That'd be like an interesting like Jekyll and Hyde idea. Although I guess Jekyll and Hyde technically both like they don't have like different like personalities. They share a consciousness like that. They act differently. So another situation, which actually, no, I was going to say similar to real life. No, that's not the thing. Process they make doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Although another thing I think I mentioned before is that if we're going by adaptation versus original points, actually, I remember there was like a series from like of Minecraft animations from back in the day, a silent series that I think it has like other people have like named the things in this. It's called Monster School. There are so many things like called Monster School now. It's
oh God,
the original source of them. But like one of the first like ever like Monster School ideas, which was basically some fairly simple animations, but it was basically like the actual like Minecraft mobs themselves as in the Monster School, which is where the plan for like Mob School musical that I've like suggested like ages ago came from, basically. You know, it was like, instead of like just more like other like types of monsters, use like the ones that like actual Minecraft mobs, because you can essentially invent the lore there. There are bits and pieces that you can use. You could even use like use the game theory format if you want. If you like the lore that came up with there for the monsters. I personally, there's a lot there's a lot of interesting stuff in there, and I kind of like use some of it inspired from Mob Slayer. But yeah, like that would maybe that would be like would have been a better idea to like, you know, construct this this series based on like where you could take like the mobs from Minecraft, especially because there are so many of them now that yeah, it's there's a lot that can be explored from them, or even some like the former ones that don't exist anymore. You know, bring back like the giants or something. I know, all of those are skeletons or anything. I don't know anything really. So make it regional. Say that, you know, there are certain schools in certain areas that, you know, that will have like, you know, zombies versus like husks or something as a general concept. They're transfer students. You could have a transfer student who's a husk from like the desert school or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. Maybe that would have been that would have given them more of a originality flair. But I guess they wanted to explore. I guess someone on the team was inspired by like, the concept of these monsters, but clearly not to the extent of properly figuring out everything about them.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Just
I mean,
that one out there. Maybe someone out there might decide to, you know, do something similar, but with like the Minecraft mobs. I would love to see that kind of idea. Even you watching this video, I don't know. But yeah, as for this one, like I said, you know, is that, you know, these are all these are all definitely valid points. But like I said, they like overall, as like the KW's comment like stands, this series definitely still continues to provide us like with a lot in terms of like what can be done with like a Minecraft series and how far we've come in general, and well, from a visual and storytelling point. This episode just happens to not exemplify that as well as most of the albums have done so far, ever since like episode 7. We've been on like a steady streak until now. I guess all streaks have to end at some point, and it just happened to be today, unfortunately. But I think, I don't know, is there like one more episode after this has been uploaded since then? I'm not sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna quickly look this up because I want to finally be caught up with this. Let's see. Obviously, there are several other ones that they're like mini games and such, but as far as like actual episodes,
the mini games aren't canon. I don't think.
No, I'm not saying that. I just mean like, you know, I have to look through like different ones. Yeah, there's one from 13 days ago called "Haunting My Bully at Monster High," which it does seem like, okay, so the thumbnail implies that Rev yes has indeed freed Wendy, but is
and
actively torturing her. That could be from her perspective, or it could be that Rev just had ulterior motives of what he's just done.
Rev doesn't learn crap, apparently. Rev and lessons don't go hand in hand, unfortunately.
Which is why we've not spent so much time in classes in this series. But who knows? I personally want to see how they how Wendy gets reintegrated, and you know what actually happens now, and maybe whether or not Cleo and Shane actually find their way out of it, because they did go through the door, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know, and also Shane's name probably should be erased at least, because you know all he did was get caught in the crossfire. That's the problem with like Rev being the one to decide who stays there and who doesn't. He's still a biased party.
Yeah.
But I guess all of that will be revealed in due time. For now, it is, oh my goodness, 1 a.m. Yep, we're gonna go now. Please leave a like or dislike.
Dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've not done already. Until next time, farewell, toodle pip, drugs, yes.
Caca.